one there. I just go, you know? It's like that's where it goes. It's streamlined, you know? You don't say one cuz I guess maybe it'll get in the stuff if you say one, but I mean, that sounds like an editor's problem. Like they'd have to just cut out the one, but you don't say the one because I guess it's professional courtesy or something. But it feels like it'd just be a lot easier to just say the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of.
It just feels like it'd just be easier. You know, like why wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
No, actually, I don't.
Look at that tall boy.
He has been completed.
Look at that tall motherfucker there. Hey guys, what's going on? It's him, Jake M. Kitty. And he's here. No, get out of here, Jim.
I lived.
Get out of there. Get out from behind me. Here, I'll make room. Get over here. You're part of the team.
Oh my god, I've never felt so special in my life.
Yeah, there you go. You can be in between us, but still kind of stepped back, you know? It's perfect. You're in the shot. You're in the shot. It's fine. You're doing it, Jim. You go for it.
I'm a part of this now. I'm a real fighter.
He's gonna die, like, today when there's not even any combat. So...
You just shoot him.
I just turn around and I shot him and I just look to the camera like, I can't believe you've done this.
Oh no.
Who killed Jim?
Who killed Jim?
All he wanted was to touch the fluffy tail, man.
He died in battle, bow your heads.
So we're here today playing some Wrath and Glory RP. Episode 3, Session 3, the 3 inning.
I'm honestly surprised we made it to Session 3.
I mean, we have a hostage. Ah, crap! Uh-oh. That's not good. I messed up.
What did you do?
I might have resized the... it looks fine. Okay, cool.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I might have like accidentally like resized the thing for a second for some reason, but that's fine. Don't even worry about it. Nothing happened. It's fine. But we're playing some Wrath and Glory. We made it to episode 3. Will isn't here right now. We don't know where he's at.
Where he is.
Yeah, like Canada had a problem with Discord earlier, and we're pretty sure he's dead.
We tried contacting him through means that weren't Discord, and we didn't get answers.
I mean, here's the funny thing. Because I'm in Canada now, I can call him, but I don't have his number.
I don't either, or else I would have, believe me. I don't know anyone who has his number.
We'll fix this for the future. However, again, we're not at a point where we are like desperately needing like a third party member to like make sure we don't die, so that's good. But you know, of course, we'd still love for him to be here more than anything. But he is not here at the moment, and we'll get that boy back as soon as we possibly can. He's also slightly taller than Wolf Girl now. He's slightly taller. Look at that. Look at that.
Slight tall.
It's very. I mean, his person's kind of leaning forward though too. So like, if he was sitting up straight, then he'd be like a lot taller.
Hey, new guy. Did you know the Phantom Thieves?
It's just how it goes, you know. We're doing it. It's great. Aggie River with the tier 1 sub, 3rd month in a row. That is your 3rd month, Aggie. If we go nice for like, if we times that by 3, there's gonna be Twitch babies going on. So you need to figure out what you're gonna name it, I guess. Aaron's got me saying that, and I need to stop because I think the thing of Twitch babies is kind of weird because that means that I've kind of like made love to all. I'm kidding.
All right.
What's the whole Twitch baby thing?
If you get it's just the thing people say on Twitch whenever you get to the 9 month.
Oh.
Yeah. Because if you've been subscribed for 9 months, like, oh, you have a Twitch baby.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I get it.
So like,
and it makes me want to die.
Some people go even further. Like Aaron's like, oh, you need to name your Twitch baby. So like after 9 months go by, he's like, name it. What's its name?
What's its name?
But
Joker,
yeah.
Look, we have more money.
Starting things off, we got Ghost Ronin with the $2 donation.
Oh,
I may have perished, but my will still lives on. Inspiration to the fluffy tail. Hell yeah. That's all we need to. That's all we need to worry about. I think. Does that make Ghost Ronin the new stream boss?
With the $2.
Yeah, it does actually.
May forever he reign.
Praise be unto.
Just like always, guys, thanks to that donation there, I want to make sure to let everybody know, try to keep things to actual donations and not bits, because, again, all bits go stay with me for 2 months, and they are probably just going to stay with me forever. Donations will actually go to Jake at the end of the stream, so bit donations are kind of weird at the moment, so let's not worry about those, and try to go for regular stuff like that. Thank you very much, Ronan! It's such a good
Thank you, man. So... about the stream, about Wrath and Glory. Hey, Squeaky, you had some strong feelings last game. What happened?
I killed a man.
You did.
Well, I killed a man the first time. Wait, did I kill a man the first time? I killed several men the first game.
But it wasn't an emotional kill. I mean, it kind of was an emotional kill.
Well, at first
this was a betrayal.
Well, first off, it started with us reporting to the for some reason I was gonna call her the incubator, but the Inquisitor.
Oh God!
Thinking about them Twitch babies already, I see.
But yeah, we went back to the Inquisitor. I got 2 more devotees, Rip, Salmon, and Ronan, and we submitted the information that we got from the first game, where it was like, yeah, we had some freaking chaos worshippers, specifically Korn.
Yeah,
was it Korn? Yeah, it was specifically.
You heard that name screamed.
Yeah, and it was
fragged you.
So we reported that, and it seemed like there had been some issues with communications, central, and another area that I can't remember the name of the top of my head. So we decided to try to get the central hub or something like that, the central control. And I can never. Tavish ended up getting some things back using his techno mumbo jumbo Skatari brain, and we were able to reclaim that. We went to the Blue Bloods and we're like, hey, freaking everything's fine. Continue eating your sandwiches. Everything's fine. We saved a dude named Benedict who was like trapped on the other side of the door, but we honestly should have known better. Like,
you guys didn't ask him any questions.
We will not. We will not make that mistake again. Everyone dies.
We really didn't know, but at the same time, in the world of 40k, America's probably no longer a thing, and thus we would never have known of Benedict Arnold, and thus would have never gotten the hint contextually. Players, maybe we're just dumb as players, but we just nope, we didn't care. We were like, yeah, sure, we'll take your word at face fucking value, like they take me at face value. And we took him with us, and then we went into this room, and then it was like, okay, there's some freaking chaos worshippers, and this guy was over there, but he was in a room.
There was a room on this table. It took me like 3 minutes to clean up.
Yeah, and we decided we were just like waiting in. I pulled a bomb out of my ass, as is my skill, and we threw a bomb. We threw a bomb, and everything seemed fine as Taryn and Tavish were like, we're gonna go, and I
counterspelled the fuck out of that game.
Yeah. And Sekibaku just waited like for the right time. Her devotees were like, fuck yeah. But then Benedict came out of nowhere and he's like, hey, you for corn, and then he like ran away from us and threw a bomb. And that's how I lost Ronan and Salmon. They defended me and exploded for me. Which
they died doing what they were born for.
Which really pissed her off. Because it's like she's gone through many a devotee, but it doesn't make it any easier. Especially considering that she's literally the reason they died. So you can only get used to so many people dying for you for so long before you do have a little bit of explosion. So she kind of went off, rammed her spear in his ass and Tormund's from the inside out, and that was fun. And then she just kind of went and killed everybody else, and everybody else was also kind of dead though. She kind of came late to the party when you really think about it. She focused on that one dude.
I appreciated all the help murdering people.
He survived the spear going up his ass. Like, That was
he
impressive.
survived the first stab.
Yeah, but he didn't survive the second time. So that's all that matters. He's
We
dead
did
now.
him. We did him a good old murder.
And then we dealt with this guy already,
Yeah, we
right?
captured him.
We've captured him.
Yeah.
And he's a disciple, so that's bad.
We're gonna capture
we're
him, and he is 100% going to die. Like, they're not gonna let him live, but you know, we're gonna get information out of him probably.
Yeah, we've captured him. We're gonna do stuff with him. Probably get some info. Freaking find his purpose. But Jim here has lived the whole day. That's apparently pretty rare. So who knows? We might get some intimate cutscene of him petting that tail.
I wanted him a cutscene of petting a turtle. I'm kidding.
Fucking then ask.
Never.
So if you sign up for my non-existent Patreon, you can get the 18 plus version.
So
of this session.
guys, while all that was
I'll
going
name it
on,
Cinderay.
CGK gave $10. Says, so here's some bucks before I head off to Japan, to Deco because why not? Yay! Also, if possible, could I be named after a meat shield?
Oh.
Potentially,
have- we-
potentially
we-
CG the new boyo.
Mhm.
Right after that, however, 3 minutes ago, I just want to say 1 second. I just want to say one thing for a second. This one donation is as much as I made last week from 3 different games. So I'm kind of mad. I'm kidding. Aggie River with the $60 donation. Here,
Oh.
have a card, Blue. Hope you get a good one because you Kama crazy every single time or love on the battlefield. Hell yeah, my dude. Thank you
Hey,
very
Blue.
much, Aggie. All hail Stream Boss, may forever he reign.
Hail unto him.
Hail,
Before-
hail,
before-
hail.
Before you said that, I was gonna be like, and you call me the Cinderay, but you don't even want to be honest that you want this.
Look, anyone would want this.
Is it
I'm
'cause red?
surprised Tavish doesn't want this.
Is it because I'm too fleshy? I'm too squishy. Is it because I'm red?
Speaking of Tavish,
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, we just
Welcome
finished the recap. We haven't started technically.
we haven't started yet. Don't worry, my dude.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's no problem. Don't even worry about it. We've started the stream though, so you are streaming. We are streaming.
Yeah.
We are in here.
So,
Hey,
I
you're
guess
not
it's time
the only
to...
one I said sorry to. I'm saying sorry to the audience, you
No,
bitch.
you're not. You didn't. No, they don't deserve it.
Pick a card.
I get a card. Hopefully, it's one that's gonna help me today. What we got? Oh.
Oh, wow.
During a
During-
combined action, all icons not to solid items from an assistant rolls in the latest dice pool. The Emperor above all, the mind without purpose will wander in dark places. Play during a combined action, all icons, I don't know what that means, not just exalted icons, from assistant rolls add to the leader's dice pool. Add 1 glory.
Icon is what we call a success.
Ah!
So when like you succeed with like a 4 or 5, that's an icon. A 6 is an exalted icon.
So,
Oh, wait.
so like, what does that mean though? What does this mean?
So when you do an assist
Mm-hmm.
and you like to help someone, when you pass, you give them 1 extra dice. Only if you get exalteds do you add on more dice. So if you get like
Okay, so I can like add all of my successes to them then.
yeah, so with this
Cool.
every success pass.
That's
adds
really
on.
cool. That doesn't help me today. But it's going to help me in the future and I love it. It's actually probably my strongest card so far.
I mean, unless somebody wants to combined action to help you out, if you know what I'm saying.
Look, Tavish, you got to help me. I'm kidding.
Brother.
Should we get our ones for the day?
Yeah. Oh wait, Squeaky, is this the one you?
Squeaky, is this your one for the day?
Yeah, but we can put it back.
Do you not want it?
No, I
He
kinda
didn't.
don't.
You didn't tell us yet to draw the ones for the day.
Yeah, I'll permit it because I didn't say draw yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that was the one that I got from the donation.
Yeah.
So, Squeaky, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first this time.
There you go.
More DACA.
More DACA.
When
And-
attack uses reloads, and during the attack, you may add 1 attack dice to the attack test.
I mean, you don't do that, but that's good. Does that just not work for you?
No, she can play it for allies.
Okay, cool. You can use that on me or Will.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sadly,
and-
one of the less exciting ones.
Yeah, and I mean, according to you, we're not really doing much combat today. So, like, unless something bad goes wrong. But yeah,
I
it can
don't
still.
have any planned, but God help you all. I know it's possible.
Will.
Yeah, yeah.
Your turn. Your turn. Draw it, my dude.
All right. Where's my love glove? I need to put my love glove so that I get extra points.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Your table is not solid for the card.
Yeah, clearly.
I'll
What'd
look
you get?
into
What'd you
that
get?
later.
What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
Yeah, I got.
A
Wow.
cunning plan.
Oh, you got that before?
Oh
did
yeah,
you?
I had this before. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
Have it. It's one of your
Oh, I
armies.
still have this. Yeah, it's a really good one. I like this one. If there's ever any complications, you just go, nah.
Oh no, my gun jammed. No, it didn't.
No, it fucking didn't. Nice.
Ah, it's Orcanese.
And mine for the day will be this one.
Yeah.
Perils of the Warp. Play to cause any psyker in the scene to immediately draw and resolve a card from the Perils of the Warp deck, or roll on the chart. All protagonists gain 1 wrath. Alternatively, discard this card to get 1 wrath and draw a new card. I want to discard this card
Alright, put it back in.
and gain a wrath.
To gain a wrath and draw a card.
I'm gonna need that wrath. That's why I immediately did that.
I'm glad you have your priorities.
I
you
have
used it-
priorities this game. This game,
you
there are
used-
priorities.
If you used it, it would have given you a wrath too.
This game has priorities, all right? But I get to draw a new card, which is a cool thing.
Fickle Fates.
After a test fail. Oh, I can make people fail tests. That's pretty good.
I'm going to do the ultimate. No, you didn't.
Nah, see, that doesn't happen.
I've got this in the back. No, you.
Look,
didn't.
I'm just glad I got a wrath. just how come I have this one now?
Which one?
Oh wait, because that's the $10. Ah, yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's the $10 from
Boop.
earlier.
Yay! Today's gonna fucking be great. You guys, today's gonna be great. I'm happy.
This is a fantastic start.
This will be a fantastic game.
So, are all 3 of you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yee.
Blue,
I'm ready.
Will.
I said yee.
Oh, okay, I couldn't hear you. All right. So as we fade back into the scene, you're all still in the command center and have this unconscious psyker abomination man. As the battle has finished, bodies lay everywhere. The heretics have been slain. But you know, battle still rages across the station. What do you want to do? You've completed your mission.
I'm gonna turn to Tavish. The Inquisitor's
Okay.
the Inquisitor's down in the reactor core. We need to make sure that she's fine. Can you potentially help her from here? This is the central control room.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Repeat that. I'm kidding. The Inquisitor's down in the reactor core. The one of the more dangerous places, the one that might have exploded. He said that we're in the central control room. Can you do anything that could help her from here?
Okay, we're in the central control room now.
Yee.
Yes, you just finished taking over at last game.
Okay, then let's see if I can get some information with my tech and shit.
Alright, as you go to interface with the machinery, you are going to make a tech test 4. Because this is very hard. As you start to access the computers while some of them are damaged, you very quickly realize they couldn't get into most of them.
Yay! Fucking dumbasses.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Fortunately, they're fucking incompetent.
All right, time to roll. Ah!
Will, your tech is a 6.
You said 4.
The difficulty is 4. I tell you the difficulty before you roll.
Your
Is your
mother.
tech only a 6?
Yeah, his is.
Oh wow.
He has He has a 4 in intelligence, and then wait, he has a 3 in tech. He should have a 7.
Get another one of those dice over here. There you go. Oh, okay, you got it. Okay, well, this one's just gonna be over here then. Roll them dices.
You failed by 1.
1, 2, 3. You want to
Would
use
you
any?
like-
You want to use any glory or wrath?
You
Wait,
want a
wait.
wrath or
Do
glory?
I have a thing that I can? Maybe I can help him
You could try to help him.
with my amazing tech.
For this test, you may use tech, investigation, or scholar. Unless you can convince me of how another one is relevant to this situation.
Tech, investigation, or scholar. I mean, I could roll scholar investigation. I have a 5 in that.
All right, you're gonna need. Let's go with 2.
Boop. And boop. Roll.
Hey,
I got
you passed.
3.
You get another dice, Will.
Hooray!
Add another
Okay.
dice on.
Roll that extra dice, Will.
Will it be enough to make you pass?
Alright, so
Just
Do
roll
I-
this. Just roll this one dice. Yay! We did it!
yatta!
As Will, you go at the computers and you are trying to find your way in, trying to decode the security, and it's pretty damn hard. You're like, I'm not sure I can do this, guys. But then Blue, Terran, the most helpful of Xenos, looked around the room and found the corpse of one of the commanding officers.
Hey, he has the password on it.
He does not have the whole password, but he has a part of it,
Ah.
as they would not want a single individual to be able to single-handedly take over this station so easily, which is why they couldn't get in the first place. They only had a third of the code.
Yeah, apparently you have to talk to the parrot for the other.
I bring the third of the code that they have found over to Tavish, and with his hacking skills, who already found the other 2 parts of it, probably now he has full code.
The
Yay!
password is 1111111. That's brilliant. No one will suspect it.
As you started to look at it, you very quickly realized what the code was, as the first third of it was praise in binary, and you realized the whole code was praise the Emperor in binary.
It's like prayers, and you're like, oh yeah, I got it.
So pretty much what's 1111.
But now that you have done that, you have access to the control center.
Hell
You can
yeah.
basically look anywhere in this facility.
She had said she was in the reactor core, right?
No, she was going for the munitions.
Oh,
because
the
those could
munitions.
blow
My
up.
bad.
Okay, first let's check the areas that we already know are dangerous, see if there's any stragglers, all that kind of stuff.
As you are looking around, you still, over cameras, you see fighting in the hall. You see people with horrible, heretical symbols on their outfits that are getting basically gunned down, mostly because there's more loyalists than
And
heretics here.
robots.
Oh no.
We saved the robots.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
turned
did.
on the servitors,
Yeah.
which are
Yeah.
Which are gunning down all the heretics.
yes, they are.
Yay!
Praise the Mechanicus and their ingenuity.
Fucking
of
one of the-
lobotomizing humans.
Fucking one of them goes, praise the Emperor. The other one comes like, hey, don't say the password. Now we have to kill that person. We were going to kill that person anyway. You are correct, but now look at them. He knows we are going to kill them. I feel bad. We do not feel.
I'm just here to have a good time. I'm glad I get to hang out with you guys.
Die.
I do not feel.
But as you are looking, fundamentally, you are seeing loyalists winning across the station. Yeah, take that, heretics.
Praise to the Emperor.
All right, we're good there.
I like to think that we're like again doing the thing we did in the nobles room. We're just like looking over his shoulders, just at the things.
What's that button do? Don't touch that. What's that one do? Don't touch that. No backseat gaming.
What's that one do? Okay, you can touch that one.
As, once again, you also see the priest on camera again. He is just surrounded by bodies and screaming triumphantly.
Good for him.
And finally, in the munitions room, storage. As you go to look there, you notice a lot of the munitions have exploded. There's giant holes in the hull. Thankfully, none of them went to space.
Yay!
But the Inquisitor and her regiment of agents she brought along seem to have been victorious. It's like she's a tier 5 character or something and 3 levels higher than you guys.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
She could honestly have probably done everything you guys did by herself.
Sweet.
Is there a way that we can talk to her, like you did before with the speakers?
You have earpieces that can communicate with her.
I was meaning more triumphantly to the remainder of the thing, basically being like, "We're fucking winning! Everyone, put your weapons down and die for the Emperor."
Put your weapons down and die for the Emperor. Yes, you have a comm system here.
Yeah, you do the honors.
Motions over toward Blood Moon. Would you like to?
Why me?
People around here don't much care for me.
Okay, then, well, what do you want me to say?
Something spectacular and triumphant to let everyone know that we have won.
Let me think. Ears go just up and down, just kind of like, something. Don't do grandeur.
Nothing is too grandeur.
Nothing is too grand when you're a part of the Inquisition.
Grandeur, spectacular.
How about like rub-a-dub-dub? We fucking won.
This is why we're not having you do this. Nor this is why we're not having I do this.
It's, if you wish to make a statement, you could try something inspirational and leadershipy to morale people and encourage them onwards. You could try to scare the fuck out of them or the enemy.
I like the idea of scaring the fuck out of them.
Then say something intimidating.
Scare the fuck out of the enemy.
Yeah,
Something
I'll grab
intimidating.
I mean, we've already taken over the 3 main areas they were attacking, so like we could just be like, yeah, there's nothing. You're fighting for absolutely nothing now.
Yeah, so it's just like, grabs PA. Intimidating, grandeur, spectacular, dramatic. Oh, foolish, pathetic heretics. Oh, how you wish your mission would have been at any semblance of success, but unfortunately for us in the Inquisition, we have been so successful lately. It's almost like taking candy from a baby.
Tell them to drop the
Surrender
weapons.
now. Die for the Emperor. Lay down your weapons, or you'll be next. Turns off. Is that good enough?
I feel like the bad guy.
It's just like
I love
Tavish, we can't be the bad guy. We're on the side of the Emperor.
Lowers ears.
We can't be the bad guys. looks at the room covered in fucking viscera. Yeah, we're good guys.
You take a moment and think about it. You're right. Only filthy heretics who don't worship the Emperor are evil. Anything you do is probably permissible.
I'm sorry, improv was never my strong suit.
Would you like to roll intimidation, by the way?
Sure. Alrighty. Yeah. Oh! I keep forgetting I have to open my sheet because I don't have like it's now on this table.
Bing.
Alrighty. I got it. Hold on. You gotta give me a minute.
Joker,
Your
look,
intimidation was a
we
6.
have more money.
Okay, what does that mean? How many?
Roll.
6 dice,
Yes.
right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this. I'm gonna put this.
And this will be difficulty 2.
Alrighty.
Because that was really fucking scary.
Lay down your weapons and die.
Yeah, I didn't do that well though.
No, you passed with a shift, and also you generated a point of glory for the party.
Oh,
Yay!
neat.
So, would you like to, I mean, the only thing I can really think of is pronounced effect.
Yeah.
So you're going to make your intimidation more effective. As on all the computers that are intact in the room still, you look around at them all, as even in hallways where you see that heretics are not currently engaged in combat, they all look scared shitless. In fact, your words cut some of them deeply to the bone, as a little discomforting, probably, that you couldn't capture them for interrogation and repentance, or just to, do it yourself. You notice some of them actually deciding to kill themselves rather than surrender.
Yay!
Pretty
As
fucking good.
as they understand the Inquisition is here, and they know what that means for them. None of them want to be alive for what you'll do to them.
Hey guys.
Hmm?
About 2 minutes ago, while you were still doing that, doing all that stuff, Rod donates $2. Says, good job, Tavrish or Tarvish or whatever your thing is. I can't remember exactly what is it. I'm impressed that a dirty alien. I'm impressed that dirty alien like didn't betray. I'm Terran. He's Tavish. We both we're the double T in the morning, but like
You're the titties.
different.
You're the TTs.
All hail the Emperor, here blue. Yay! So it's for me, but they used your name.
Here you go.
Either that or that's our ship name. Wait, is that our ship name?
No.
Because I'm Terran and you're Tavish, so it's Tarvish he put in the thing. Is that our ship name?
Oh no.
I mean, it could work.
I think that's our ship name.
What happens?
Oh yes.
What happens when an elf and a robot do bad things? But as you notice, your words have demonstrably demoralized those who are left, and are dying off and cleaning out the rest at an accelerated pace.
I say we go and meet with the Inquisitor as soon as we can to deal with this one. I don't think that she wants him to be on this place for too long.
Yeah. Should we interrogate him though?
I say we let her do what she will with him before he wakes up. If she wishes to interrogate him, we shall let her. But right now, I'm worried about what will happen if a psyker like him were to wake up and I couldn't do anything to stop him.
Fair.
Whoop! Screaming. But yes, as you finish your
Quiet, you.
objective,
Get into the freaking ground.
don't bully him. He's just a filthy heretic.
Is there a way that on the cameras or anything we can work out where to go to minimalize the amount of time it would take to get to where the Inquisitor is?
You basically took the most direct path here, and
Okay.
as you notice, she has started to make her way towards the safety bunker.
All right. Well, I mean, we can't bring this guy to the safety bunker.
That's what
Oh.
you think.
If you want to meet up with her, she seems to be heading there, though. It'll be the
How about
fastest way
this?
to get there,
How
even
about
if you
this?
don't take him inside.
How about this? Tavish,
Yeah.
you had before made it to where only one speaker was active in an area. Can you do that for me? I wish to speak with the Inquisitor.
Okay. Let's see. Da-da-da-da.
Because he did
Yeah,
that
Vim
whenever it was the other people before.
Yes.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
You may make a tech test. Before you make this tech test, I would like to politely remind you have a direct line to the Inquisitor.
Right. I'm just gonna tap my fucking ear and turn on my thing.
There you go.
Perfect.
You all have ear beads except for you, Tavish. You have one built into you.
I put up my Vim for no reason.
I tap my little ear bead thing to get it to get it to work, and I go, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Taryn. What is it?
We have something that I don't think you would like anyone on this place to see. Would you be so kind as to meet us back at the central control room?
I'll make my way there as quickly as I can. Is this a complication or?
It's not a complication right now, but I doubt that you would want any nobles or anyone on this place to actually get a good look at this man.
Very well, I'll be there immediately. As you hear her start barking at the other acolytes that are with her to recover the nobles.
He's actually gonna look around. We're in a central control room, right? Is there like a utility closet? He wants to see if there's a broom. There's far too many bodies in here for the Inquisitor.
There is not.
Damn!
If you would like to locate one, you have all these computers in front of you.
Nah, I'm just gonna start picking up bodies and piling them off in the side of the room.
Have fun with the viscera.
Yeah, I'm just. He seems fine with it. He's just like, I don't want like the room that the Inquisitor to come into to just literally be her standing in fucking bodies. So he's moving all the bodies off to the side.
Beautiful. So as you do this, it takes her a good 10 minutes to get there. You've made some progress, but you're really gonna need something to scrub all that blood off the floor.
Listen, the blood's fine. That just shows we did a good job. But like, I'm moving all the big pieces and bodies off to the side of the room. The janitors can deal with it from there.
This room reeks of
That's
iron.
a janitor's job.
Could I have gotten all the bodies and big body parts out of the way?
Oh yeah, you've moved most of the bodies.
I just don't want her to have to step over anything is all. Because she is my Inquisitor.
You probably use the pile like on the side of the room as a starting point, and then started piling them up over there.
I mean, I have this. If anything's too big, I can slice
Joker,
it.
Look,
I have a chain.
Excuse me, Jim. Can you come and help me out with this?
Jim, do
Jimbo.
you want to help him out?
Oh yes, ma'am.
Yay! With two people, do we get everything out of the way?
I'll say yes. With your
Yay!
combined effort in 10 minutes, you've basically moved the bodies.
Yay! That's all I want to do. That's all I wanted.
There may be like a wet chunk blending in with all the viscera on the floor.
That's fine. I just don't want her to have to step over anything. I want it to be as pleasing as possible for her. I'm such a good little fucking pet.
As she arrives.
As she enters, I will make a bow.
She looks around. She notices the bodies. Why? Never mind. Good.
I did
Well
good.
done, acolytes.
GG, well played.
She offers you a smallest of smiles of you succeeded. That's
My
incredible.
eyes go wide. That is a rare occurrence, and he is going to commit it to memory.
Right now, I'm taking the guns of the fallen and turned them into sad clown paintings.
He will motion over to the disciple that they have captured. Ma'am, I believe
Yes?
you'd like to see this one.
She looks at them a bit confused. She examines the materials on their back as you didn't really search them that closely, you more just restrained him. She pulls the giant leather-bound book off of his back.
I took that off his back. I said that last time.
Yes, you took it off, but You didn't take the book off the pedestal.
Ah. Well, never mind then.
As you see it in her hands as she cringes a bit, as it is made of human face.
Hashtag cringe.
As she tosses it onto the ground and pulls out her pistol.
And she pulls out her gun.
She shoots the book. The pistol, as you observe it, seems to just shoot molten fire. Like, it's basically magma, and the floor is now smoldering with the smell of burnt human.
He puts his sword up to the disciple. Is there anything else you would need from him?
What were they doing before you got here?
They were trying to get into the main computer terminals. However, it seemed as if they'd only found a part of the passcode.
Good. Why is this one alive? Was there anything particular about them?
I didn't think that leaving him to just be found by anyone would be wise, so I thought best to call you here. Not to mention he had that pedestal and that book on him. I felt as if you'd like to give us more orders for that stuff in particular. Something as heretic as this would be something I believe I would feel more comfortable waiting for you for.
Mm-hmm.
If he no longer has a reason to be alive, I will take it.
I doubt a normal heretic has anything worthwhile to say.
Force sword his fucking neck.
Before you do that, let's have you make a check real quick.
What?
Oh, your
kind?
insight's actually very good.
I know.
Yeah, you should roll your insight real quick. Difficulty 2.
Ooh, my insight is a 6. One of my many 6s, you see.
As you
I
succeed.
mean, it's a lot of successes.
As you can shift for glory.
I will.
As I was gonna say, and more information is not terribly helpful. Although you
I
can
want
have more
better information, not more information.
As you look at her, you do see a twinge in her eye of pride. As it dawns on you, you forgot to mention he's a psyker.
He kind of like you see like he goes before he goes to kill him. One more thing before I do this.
Yes.
He had some abnormal abilities. I believe this man to be a psyker.
There are a few moments of blinking. She nods her head. Belay that then. We'll take him back to the ship.
Sorry.
No, you've done well. There might be something useful to glean from this lunatic's mind.
Before, whenever he was doing his stuff, was he chanting?
No, he was,
I thought he was, like, reading and chanting. That was my bad.
No, the book's on his back. He can't read from it.
Oh, okay, my bad.
It's, I mean, from that, would you like to make an investigate?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yes! That is one of my 5s. One of my many 5s.
As this will once again be a difficulty 2.
I mean, I got 2 2s. One of them was this 2. It changed to a 3, but it was a 2. It was this. What's this do?
I saw. that would generate another point of glory if you weren't at max glory.
No! Fuck!
You have 6 glory. That's maximum party glory, as glory is double your party.
No! But Jim's in our party!
Jim's not a party member.
Fuck you, he's not! He's been here from the beginning!
He's a body blocker. But, looking at his form, and how he was behaving of just silently shooting most of the time, he, seems more like a pedestal than a leader.
Oh. That's not good. I don't believe this man to be the one who was leading the attack. I believe he was someone who was being manipulated or used, which means that the one who was leading the attack could still be at large. I don't know if you or the priest have found anyone more worthy of the title leader with you.
Oh, right. Yes, preacher. Richard. I did not see anyone of worth. Or power. They were all quite unremarkable. But if he isn't the leader, he may have still been in charge.
As soon as we get get everything back, I will hand this over to the first person who you think would be worthy of keeping him until our ship is redocked.
I will make sure to inform them that you are coming with a prisoner. I'll have a blank prepared for him. I will finish collecting the nobles and I will meet you back on the ship.
Yes, ma'am.
That she looks around the room real quick and starts walking out as you just faintly hear, pretty clean in here.
Yes. He does the thing where he does like an arm pump, like, yes.
She sounds horribly bemused and leaves you three to drag this heretic back to the ship.
Is he wearing armor?
No, he's wearing robes and chained up with his own chains.
Rejoice, heretic. You live for a minute longer. Drags.
Should we put his head in a sack?
Probably too heavy for me to lift with my mind.
He actually does have metal for a face. If you really wanted to be excessive with, you could drag him by his face.
Let's do this.
Before we get any further, 9 minutes ago, Frel Yordi gave $6. It says, buff, hot, elf, be shonen, question mark. I'm guessing that means, I'm guessing that means, 6 to me. I'm saying $6.
Obviously, it's me.
And right after, Arad gave $2. It says, poor alien, all 6s, no 9s. Fuck off. The 9s are coming. And then he said, here, blue. So that was altogether $8 from me. I'm gonna use all of this, by the way, today, guys. You will not be disappointed with what I'm going to use this for.
Watch me.
You now have an extra 4 glory added onto that one you got earlier.
Anyway.
Well, the long and short of it is, you drag this man back to the ship.
Yay!
There are a few fairly generic-looking people waiting to acquire the man. They ask if you would like to conduct the interrogation.
I'm good.
No, thank you.
You guys?
I believe that there are better people qualified on the ship.
They look at each other, they shrug like, alright, you don't want any of the fun of cleansing a heretic. As a particular man walks forward. As all of you look at him, he is just repugnant.
Yeah.
Well, I got tortured just because they're repugnant. I'm kidding.
Pulls my sword out defensively. I'm kidding.
You really can't place your finger on it. Like, it's not the structure of it, just being around him. He's just a very disgusting and unpleasant fellow. And Blue, you feel like your soul's getting torn from your body.
Fucking, I do have my sword out defensively. Fuck this. What? Do I know this person?
You know what they are, as she mentioned it, and you passed a test previously.
Oh, right. It's one of, you know what?
This is the blank. The
you know what?
Suppressor.
Nope. Nope.
As you walk away.
Fucking nope.
When you walk away, you don't hear me say.
I just, nuh-uh. As soon as I feel that, I'm like, ah! I start stumbling and make my way to the door and just get on the other side. I'm like, no!
You okay there, buddy?
Get that thing away from me! Give him the thing and go!
It's okay. I'm used to this.
He's not that ugly.
As the two and the blank collect the man and leave.
Is he gone?
Yes.
Comes
That
back
was
in. Oh, he's not
very-
gone enough! Ah!
Joker, look.
What is your issue, dude?
Sorry. Oh, man. So I'm sorry, I lost my cool there for a moment.
It's fine.
That person, he's the blank that the Inquisitor had brought. They are not very good to keep around us psychers.
I see.
Disciple, he goes over here to the torture box. None of you can see the torture box, but trust me, it's there.
A rod gives $2, says, "I'm already disappointed. Here, Jake." I don't know what that means, but there you go, Jake.
If this is to me, is it to evil me or good me? You know, evil me is lacking in resources.
There you go. I guess you made a decision.
So Arad did not clarify. We will make it evil me as you guys have this brief conversation. You suddenly hear, "She's back! Oh my God, she's back!"
She's back.
Oh look, it's devotee Eggy and CJ.
It's Eggy and CG and
There's
Jim.
a food. There's a food and there's okay. One's usually a food. One's usually a food, a meme, and a name. But that's okay. CG can be the meme.
Hey, we all know that Jim's a snack.
They're all like, "Oh, hey Jim, you're still alive." Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect you to be alive either. I know, right? I made it a whole mission.
They're just like, oh shit.
Eggy says, "Oh fuck no! Why the fuck am I there?"
He's gonna get to get me the fuck out.
Don't worry, Eggy. Don't worry. We'll get you the fuck out. Eventually.
I'm not dying for tail.
Does anyone in the chat want to volunteer to take
We just,
Iggy's place?
I just love the idea of devotee Eggy liking her for her personality. He's not dying for tail. He's dying for you.
That way you maniacally laughed.
Einzel Campfer says sure fuck it if you want to name it Einzel.
Yeah, we can go
Science.
Einzel.
We'll go Einzel.
Science.
Eggy, if you ever decide to come back for some tail going, then there you go. We're giving it to Einzel because Einzel was the first person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CJ's already Cyan, so CJ is Cyan.
No, there's two Einzels.
Yeah, because I renamed Eggy and then someone renamed CJ.
CG. There we go.
There we go.
Einzel, I do that.
5CG.
There. God damn it!
This one stays
Stop
Cyan. This one becomes Cyan.
Fucking there. We're done.
There. As
Oh,
you
shit.
now have two.
I didn't mean to do that. That just happened. Okay.
Great, now they're gay.
There we
as
go.
Your,
Einzel, CG, and Jim.
as your devotees have returned. As
Raise
they are
the tail.
as they are busy surrounding and fawning over the blood moon, the Inquisitor returns with a contingent of nobles. She looks at the three of you very exhaustedly. They seemed very enthusiastic to talk to you.
To us?
They were grateful. I'll leave that to you. I'm going to go interview the governor. She is rubbing her temples as she walks away with this man.
Is she having us keep them on the ship, or like are they allowed to go? Are they allowed to leave? Like, can I ask that before she goes?
Yeah, she basically says, keep them. We're going to interview all of them about what happened.
Okay, so keep him on the ship.
As this gentleman
It's my
Who,
boy!
walks up to you as he goes, "Ah, my favorite alien pet." As he looks back and winks at the ladies as they giggle.
He will very, very much just like smile at him. This is the guy who gave him the ring, right?
Yes.
He will very much smile at him and he will go down to a knee and a bow.
Yes. As he like raises his hands like, "See, ladies, I am the greatest. Aliens bow to me."
He is just, again, he just fucking loves the nobles right now.
As
He
looks
finds
down at
them
you.
so amusing and amazing, just like I do.
As he looks down at you with a shit-eating grin. "I followed your ingenious for a Xenos plan to the letter.
I'm
But
sure
then the
you
Inquisitor hacked the door."
I'm sure you improved upon it as well, sir.
Of course I did. There is none more brilliant than me, except the Inquisitor, probably, and the Lord Governor. I will not speak ill of them, especially when I am on her ship.
Would not be wise.
But I kept everyone safe. Even the sergeant was awed by my performance. How did your mission fare?
I looks back to the other two. Well, thanks to the Inquisitor, her people, and motions over to Tavish and Blood Moon. We were able to clear out your home of any heretics.
Oh no, this is not my home. This is a
Your getaway.
vacation. More than anything, a presentation for the little folk like that.
We were able to
Very-
keep them off of your property.
Oh,
We've
very
made
good,
sure-
very
We've
good.
made sure that no one would ever dare ruin your vacation.
We've all made a proper investments into this place, haven't we, ladies? As he over aggressively winks at them, and they fan themselves.
Thank goodness
Jessica,
the nobles
look.
won't like
We
this.
have more.
Sir,
Thank goodness I was doing this for my own reasons.
sir, if you and the others would like to make yourselves comfortable on the ship, the Inquisitor would like to talk to each of you individually at some point.
Oh yes. She made that perfectly clear. But before that, we have all discussed what we should do to compensate you, little alien, for saving our lives. As all the other ones, even besides the ladies, like nod their head in agreement, like, yeah, you three, you six. Wait, those don't seem like the same guys who were following her before, except maybe that one. Yeah. Anyway, the three of you are responsible for saving our lives. As
They're so nice.
as he reaches into his pocket and hands you it looks basically like a credit card.
Oh shit.
Now, this has a little splurge fund. I'm sure more than an alien like yourself could ever want for in our perfect imperial currency.
He has been like, amusing himself and like just like, by like being as subservient as possible. He's actually legit taken aback by this, like, oh, they actually rewarded me. Thank you, sir.
Now, we have rewards for the two of you too, as he hands you both also what look like credit cards.
Hmm?
Now, my little Xenos pet, I have to apologize, but because we are all Emperor-abiding citizens of the Imperium, and would never commit any heretical acts, we, most unfortunately cannot extend this to you, but we have, compensated you with some extra funds. The two of you, if you so desire it, or if you don't, we can just pay you more. We are capable of collecting some favors from the station's mechanicus to modify your equipment.
Hold on. You're waking me up here. What did you say?
Yes, and our infinite generosity, we are offering some modifications to your equipment. Within reason and funds, of course. We are, well, actually, I'm
We're
not
not
going to continue
made
that
of
statement.
money yet.
We're trying, but we're not quite there.
Apparently, messing with genetics is immoral on babies.
They start calling them abhuman and killing them by the thousands.
Tavish is like, wow, something I finally agree with this man.
Well, hot diggity damn, thank you.
Yeah, I'll take that. Why
Very
not?
good. Very good. You can sort out the details with the Mechanicus, of course. That's not my field of expertise. I hardly know any of the holy rites. I hardly know anything, to be perfectly frank. I've spent my life in perfect luxury.
You don't need to. I'll take over from here. Okay, we're point me direction I'm going.
We will have them contact you in a few hours. We needed to make sure this was what you wanted, besides vast wealth. As he straightens himself out. If there's anything else, I believe I will be retiring with the rest of my retinue. As he looks back.
Yeah.
If there's
You
anything,
have
if
a-
there's anything you require of me while you're on the Imperial ship, then be sure to find me, sir.
Oh, bring us the finest little snacks you have, and the finest champagne.
Sham.
Don't you?
I will be right. I'll be right on it. I'll be right on it, sir.
Perfect. That's how he walks off. The ladies.
I fucking love him.
thought she just looks at Tavish. I thought it was pronounced champagne.
While they're leaving, can I just have Tavish like have his hand up to his mouth and just like his cheeks popped out and him just like fucking trying to stop himself from laughing so hard?
As these four head off in another direction, these two like gawk at you guys a little. These four gawk at you guys a little longer. Say a few words of thanks and start making their own ways off.
Looks to Squeaky. How do you pronounce your character's name?
Sekibaku.
You can just call her Blood Moon, but yeah, Sekibaku.
Sekibaku.
You
Looks
could also abbreviate it if he doesn't want to say it all.
Sekback.
He looks at Sekibaku. Humans have these things called accents. It's stupid. They're stupid. Machinery isn't stupid.
I am so glad this place was invaded.
As the devotee is looking at it, it's like, isn't that heresy? I think that's
Uh,
heresy.
it-
Isn't
it was
he
just like-
already heresy, though? Does this make him double heresy?
I'd say be careful what you say, Taryn. That thought in itself is already heresy, along with your being itself.
It's
Well,
just, if something good
sounds like-
had to come from this, it's whatever the hell that just was.
I mean,
If it is heresy, we should probably get rid of witnesses, right?
We saw nothing. Never mind. This is perfectly normal. This is
I
fine.
didn't
As
even-
they start whistling.
I didn't have to say anything. You guys are learning. Honestly, I could care less. All I care about is the money. And more money in my pocket that I didn't even ask for is more than enough for me. Sticks, cards, and boob. Sticks, cards, and boobs.
Well, I'm off to potentially make sure that our guests are as well taken care of as they possibly can be. The two of you, that was really interesting with the Mechanus. I'm sure you'd be able to find him easily if you were to look around, but waiting for him would probably be just as well.
Yeah, I'm not in any rush.
You know, I will say, I know I've already said this once, but it was really nice going on this mission with the two of you. You guys are a lot different than what I expected hearing about the two of you.
And you two are more competent than what I'm used to.
Yeah, we're so much more competent than the average guy. Look at us. I lived.
Tavish just kind of scratches what would be a cheek if he didn't cover it in metal. I guess I enjoyed the company of competent fighters as well.
If the two of you ever want to do anything else again, he makes his way over to the two of them. As he does, he will basically like let them know where he is stationed in the humongous fucking ship.
If I'm ever around. But I think after this, we're not gonna see each other again.
Probably not. There are tons of things here, but I would like to keep in touch if possible. He looks over to Sekibaku. I'd like to talk to you about that letter at some point as well.
I am curious about it myself as to why the Inquisitor would have sent it to my father, considering he's been long dead.
It was a very old letter. However, I believe if you would mind, or if you won't mind, potentially could we speak of it on another day, maybe tomorrow or later down the line?
Sure, I don't see why not. I don't have any plans. Not that I know
What
of.
did those bus tickets do to you?
I'm off to go and get the snacks and champagne. He starts walking away.
I swear it's pronounced champagne.
As he
Just
walks
use
away.
zeros and ones. There's no dumb accent.
As he walks away, another man wrapped in machinery with a mechanical arm sticking out of his back walks towards you two. He
Is that
starts.
tech?
Yes. This is a tech priest.
Hey, what's the proper pose to do here? Because he's respectful now.
Probably to stand at attention.
Huh?
But as he does, he's just screeching at you in binary, which you can thankfully understand. But Sekibaku, you have absolutely no idea. It
Since
just
he's-
sounds like horrible static to you.
I was gonna say, it's like if he's screeching in binary, her ears immediately lower.
Before we move on, I was gonna say this when I walked away, but Eggy River donated $2 to Blood Moon as thanks for letting me run the fuck out of there. I know the mortality rate of those you take on missions.
Which gives you 10 glory. Doink.
Yay.
Rat token.
Yay.
As you can perfectly understand him as he speaks in this horrible static sound as the three acolytes look confused.
Can you not show your bias all over? Horrible? Come on. This is the true development of language.
Yeah, but it... Well, unfortunately, forgive my fleshy mutant heretic ears, but I can't understand it.
You will one day when you finally get rid of your human limb. Not human limb. As you get rid of your fleshies.
As it translates to I haven't got all day. Tell me what you want.
Yeah,
Goddamn nobles.
I'll be sure to put that on the fucking corkboard.
He's gonna apologize first, then... I don't know. Probably soak him with a couple of, hope you're doing well. I apologize you have to work for those kind of people. And, you know.
You mean the best
horrible,
people in the world?
The horrible screeching roughly translates to they threatened my position here on the station.
Yeah, best people in the world.
Hurry up, give me your equipment so I can get to work.
He
Fucking-
gives the equipment and then kind of mutters, well, don't worry. I didn't see any mech on them. They'll die of old age like fucking scrubs.
Are you saying this in binary?
Yes.
As you just see the two of them speaking in horrible static in front of you.
Hey,
The ending of that one movie that they memed. I don't know the name of the movie. He like opens his mouth and he yells and it goes, "Ugh!" It's like static and shit.
No, we just do Tina grunts.
It's like when you turn you know old TVs, how they have that static now noise? That's basically what they sound like.
I'm gonna look it up now. I can't find it.
But
Wow,
as the
you
two
put
of
him
you
up quick.
have accepted this proposal, you may now add an upgrade onto one of your guns.
Sniper rifle.
Or
Invasion of the Body
melee weapons.
Snatchers. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That's what it is. The ending.
As
There you go.
it is a bit of a tragedy when it comes to equipment upgrades. There are not very many good freaking weapons. I would suggest, due to your character's statistics and how they play, taking distinction for your horrible flesh-ripping monstrosity of a weapon,
Yeah.
as sadly there are not very many melee upgrades.
What does
But
that,
that one-
do?
But that one gives you an extra bonus onto intimidation rolls, and does not count towards your weapon's maximum number of upgrades.
Sweet.
So with this, you will now have an extra wealth, I believe, putting you at 2. And when you are wielding this weapon, you will get a +1 intimidation. Now, Will, I don't know if you looked at the book at all.
Well, a lot happened today.
What are some of the ones you can think of, Jake?
If I were to make suggestions... Hold on, let me check your weapons typing real quick. Is this considered a projectile weapon? Ranged weapons. Galvantic rifle is a projectile weapon, yes. Now, there are a few ones that jump out at me. Two of them are getting more new ammunition. One is a bandolier, which will give you an extra 2 reloads whenever you go out on missions.
That's pretty cool.
And the other one I was thinking of is man-stopper rounds. Commonly used by bounty hunters, enforcers, and hive gangers, these special ammos and special rounds inflict maximum carnage on the enemy.
Okay, that's giving me a bit of a chubby. Next.
When you shoot these rounds, and only projectile weapons may use them, it does an extra damage dice onto it.
Stop with the foreplay. We're in a public chat here.
And the third one that jumps to my mind is Red Dot Sight, which is a scope that will give you +1 bonus to hitting with your attacks.
Ooh.
Which is very good for mob combat, because, you know, the more dice you're rolling, the more you get over, the more guys in a mob you're
Yeah,
hitting.
the red dot one honestly is the one I would pick.
Yeah, I'm going for a dot.
Alright, you are now equipped with a Red Dot Sight. You may, I believe every weapon may have 2 customizations on it, besides Distinction, because Distinction's special.
Alright.
And when you shoot your Galvantic rifle, because I'm pretty sure that's the only actual gun you have, you'll get an extra dice onto your attacks.
Alright.
As he has taken your equipment, he will return it to you within the day. As the two of you are free to do whatever you like. Probably rest and take a nice hot oil bath.
Oh, yes.
As we will briefly go to Terran.
Oh, these fossil fuels feel so fought for. Oh, I could feel the government corruption to get this going, but I
Jake?
don't give a fuck.
I want to stop before I go and do anything, and I want to stop in my quarters and change myself out of my potentially bloodstained armor.
Oh, it's definitely bloodstained. You were in the middle of melee.
I want to
You are
take
a
I want to
mess.
take myself a quick shower and put on something that is not completely soaked in blood, please.
You have some Imperial clothing. It's rather basic.
That's fine.
Basically like a long sleeve shirt and jeans, for lack of a better term. It's pretty normal.
I also
Not
want to
Eldar normal.
I also want to potentially because I know that I had like an under jacket with the class that I am. I had like a jacket and like an under jacket or something like that.
You have the Camellia line cloak.
Yeah. Whichever one of those is not as bloodstained, I would like to put that on to give myself still that Eldari look.
You can definitely put the cloak back on. It's bloodstained, but because it's a clothy material compared to armor, you just basically throw it in the wash.
Good. I will have that be washed while I was taking my shower.
As you're cleaned, your clothes are clean. You look like a basic bitch wearing a very fancy Eldar cape.
Hell yeah.
You're like one of those really lazy vampire cosplayers.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what I wanted.
As where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
I would like to potentially make my way to the kitchens and get some things for our nobles, and I will let them know, of course, that this is for the nobility of the station that is here on behalf of that is here on special orders from the Inquisitor. That way they don't.
eye you.
That way they don't fucking do exactly what you're about to say they do.
They eye you up and down. They grumble like fucking Xenos on orders from the Inquisitor. I could do things too. I'm more than just a chef. As they're rambling about their life of cooking, which honestly you kind of on a level would envy them for. They have probably one of the safest positions on the space station.
And they make such nice little sandwiches they never let me have.
They are absolutely fantastic, as he hands over the best sandwiches.
I'm
And
totally
all
gonna sneak one of these. Anyway.
Nice, chilled champagne.
Champagne!
And I was totally gonna bring this up if you hadn't said the difference. Could have been like, where are my drinks and little snacks? Oh, for
100% I was gonna do this. Jake, I am not making a single mistake with this.
You know,
I know what I'm doing, and I'm going full ahead.
they're so rich. I wouldn't doubt if there's a brand called Champagne, so no one would correct him.
He just eventually makes a brand called Champagne.
Anyway, I'm gonna BRB. For now, I'm just gonna say I'm waxing my legs and filing my nails with 30k whetstone.
Perfect. By the way, Squeaky, what are you doing? Or what would you like to do in the interim?
Well, see, before the second part of this mission, I had taken a bath.
Yes.
And then 2 people exploded on me.
Yes.
And I'm covered in blood again.
Yes.
And if Jim's gonna touch this tail, it's gotta be clean and brushed and dried and conditioned. And I'm not just gonna be like, here, touch it. No, it's gross now. I gotta clean. I gotta get clean.
Hell yeah.
I gotta make this fucking worth it.
As
And maybe if he lives like 20 more games, maybe I'll have sex with him. But who knows?
oh snap. As they are quite giddy as you mentioned bathing. They try to follow you in, as they are devotees.
See, this is why you shouldn't have sex.
They won't live that long.
As if you may desire to intimidate them, if you don't want them to go into the bathroom with you.
No, she's just gonna like turn around. Excuse me?
Now you see, this was a 0 difficulty intimidation. They go, oh, right. They all look incredibly cowed and wait outside.
Now I am flattered, I will say, and it is a feast for the eyes, but
I'll say!
it's much too
Shut
soon.
up, Jim!
I have to leave something to the imagination, and besides, it's worth living for, isn't it?
Absolutely! As you go into the bathroom and you hear from through the door, yeah, that's right, I survived the whole mission. From Jim as the others go, whoa!
Yeah, so be good boys and wait.
Sucks
for
to be
me.
those other 4.
Man, I knew one of us would live. Statistically, someone has to live through a mission eventually, right? I wonder why we always choose to wear these red shirts.
Because they're for Seki Baku's hair, dumbass!
You're right! We love you, girl!
I'm gonna go take a bath now.
As you go to bathe.
Yeah.
And Deco.
Yo, what up?
You go to the great Lord Callus.
I will bring his tiny snacks and champagne to him, and as I do, again, just making sure that the he doesn't get caught in his weird fucking thing. I will have it doesn't say champagne anywhere on the bottle, right?
No.
All right. If it did, I was just gonna take the fucking label off. and I'm just gonna like make my way in after because I'm guessing they're like at a special part of the thing. They don't have like their own quarters, so there's nowhere to knock, right?
No, no, no. It's basically it's a comfortable holding cell, as in like there's a couch and a table in there, and that's basically it. As he's lounging on the couch with one of the women snuggled up to him as the other two are giggling and gossiping about, oh, that was so dangerous. Look at us, living like actual guardsmen. Yes, we are feeling the pain of the common folk.
You're champagne, sir.
Oh, thank you. I've been dying for the champagne. Ah.
I will
I
set
hear
the
commoners don't get to drink this every day.
I will set the amazing tiny sandwiches -1 because I would have totally snuck one of those on my way here.
And then you probably snuck one more so the thing looked balanced.
Yes.
And then it looked a little lopsided on that side, so you had another, and the next thing you knew, the plate was gone.
Look, I had to ditch one of the plates.
Ah,
I
yes.
may have overstated how many nobles were here whenever I told the chefs to make food.
Good boy, good boy. Look at him, so perfectly trained by my pinnacle of humanitarianism. As they all gasp and fawn. Oh, look at him, he's so brave and strong. You don't think he's ever even lifted a gun before.
He has that one girl with him, right? The one girl that's kind of like laying with him and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's got one wrapped around his arm. Other two are a few steps away, so if we were to dramatize this a little, he is like with her, and these two are off over
Do
here.
I know of again, we're at the holding cells, but there are different layers of them. There's different levels of them. Is there one that I know of that is potentially comfortable, and by comfortable I mean somewhere that has a little bit of privacy for him?
There were not many more comfortable than this.
Well, more than comfortable, I meant private.
You could just turn off the camera.
No, I'm saying, is there a way I can get him the fuck out of the room with the one that he likes and like get him to like do the nasty with her?
You can always converse with him.
That's what I'm asking if there any way anywhere I can is there anywhere that I can suggest to him to go with his lady friend?
There are other just as comfortable cells. Could be like, oh, I heard this one has the nicest couch in the station, because these were made basically to hold people for more like debriefing and questioning rather than flat out interrogations.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh.
I would like to maybe offer my services once more for you.
Oh, the Xenos wants to help us again, ladies. They all giggle in response.
Well, I know that things have gotten rather exciting for all of you today, and potentially you might want to rest. There is a bit more of a private area that you could go and stay at, where there is a very, very comfortable couch just off to the side over there.
Oh, really? Make a persuasion difficulty. It's a difficulty 1, but because you're an alien, it becomes 3.
That's fine. This is fine. Does it help that he loves me? Does it help that he loves me?
That's why the difficulty is a 1.
Damn it!
Got a complication.
Listen, how is there a complication? He loves me.
Would you like to potentially re-roll?
I can't re-roll the complication.
No.
Yeah, so there's no point.
So you will fail with this test.
You said the one. Oh wait, no, I forgot.
3.
You said yeah. You said 1, but then you had to add 2. My bad. Let me see here.
Yeah, I will let you know. You are about to go to rest if you want to spend the wrath token you have.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have more rolls.
You have to spend the wrath before the glory.
I listen. I'm pretty sure this is not the only roll you're gonna make me do.
All right.
So I'm saving the wrath for the next roll, probably. So I'm gonna go for using 3 more glory.
There you go. By the way, are you two, are just Squeaky, are you okay with him spending this glory?
It's departing glory. I already told her that I was using it.
Yeah, he can do it.
Yes.
As now you have passed with a shift. Would you like to
How
shift?
dare you? I was masticating in the background, and then I hear, like, glory and all that. I mean, I would have agreed, but you couldn't wait.
Oh, wait. Deco, you took that from the ally pile.
Oh, what did I? Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
this one right next to you is the
Well,
the party
I
pile.
took 3 of those.
Yeah, I moved them over, don't worry.
All right, good.
I just noticed that.
Good.
Almost deleted 3 over here too. So what would you like to shift for? Better effect?
You know, I think better effect is gonna be the best way I can potentially mitigate this complication. So yes.
As you have succeeded, he looks very intrigued as he's facing you, but his eyes are darting next to the woman next to you, like, oh yeah, I know what I'm thinking about. So he looks at you, and then his eyes go wide, and he looks at the other 2 in the room. Yes, I believe me and my a good friend here, we have known each other for many years, definitely years, did not meet her today, I swear to you, are going to adjourn to a different cell and collect ourselves and revel in the fact that we have indulged in such commoner activities and maybe indulge in a few more. But
Me lying is gonna cost another 100.
I'll leave you these women in your care for now.
Oh well, of course. I will make sure that they can see as much as they would like and help them as any way I can.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
See, this
He
is why I
gives you
love him.
his giant
He's a fucking pro! He's a
beating
pro!
grin as you are left alone with these 2. They
Yes!
start turning their attention to you, like, oh, we're alone with the alien. Oh, how quaint.
I will turn to them and I will give a very deep bow. Ladies, I'm sorry that you have to be stuck with me of all people, but I'm sure that if there's anything the 2 of you would like to experience while you're here on the ship, I could show you around. Potentially, if you would indulge me, I could show you the different areas of the ship. I could potentially show you where the Inquisitor makes her way. I could show you to the front of the ship to look at the view from the outside. If you're curious at all, I could show you where I stay. I'm sure you wouldn't be that curious, though.
I'm skipping ahead in this porn to when the stripping finally happens.
Roll persuasion.
This is where it is! This is what I've been waiting for!
Before.
I can't wait to play Scrabble.
Going for the 5. This is why I threw those points. This is why my persuasion's a 5! Yes!
As you shift for extra effect, I'm guessing. Or you could generate another glory.
Extra effect.
Alright. As they're both looking a little tired, but then they look at each other and flush a little. Well, I would love to see this shift. I mean, you're not that hot on the eyes. You are terribly exotic, though. I would love to see how an alien lives. Just
I want to see how they fuck.
as they whisper to each other for a moment, then both like nod their head in agreement. Yes, we will take you up on your offer for a tour.
Of course, ma'am. If the 2 of you would like to follow me, I could show you to the very much most interesting places here.
The champagne room.
If you would like, you could leave your champagne here or carry it with you.
We'll pour some glasses to go. As they just down theirs in a holy improper fashion and pour themselves another drink.
Yeah.
Now, you're gonna show them around?
Yeah.
Where are you going to take them first?
I will take them again. I will show them to the where the Inquisitor will stays. I won't show them the inside. I will be like, oh, for the Inquisitor, of course, she keeps it locked at all times. But this is where most of the most important decisions are made, and where she keeps herself. And I've heard many things about the things that she keeps in there, such as exotic clothing and other sorts of things and stuff like that. I'll take them to the bridge if I'm allowed.
Everybody's giving you really weird looks.
I'm
as you
calling
go.
it.
But
We had
no
a
one-
wait. We had a rest. We had a rest, right? We had a rest like last time. We had a rest, right, before we left here.
No.
Huh?
You're not going for a long rest yet.
No. I meant like before we like went back and like after we came back from the first part of the mission, we then left again. We had a rest between that, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't a long rest.
No. It doesn't fucking matter because I'm calling in my favor. I want the psyker lady to let me in and do not ask any questions. That's my favor.
My God. And it's also per session, not per rest.
Oh, okay, I thought it was for rest. Either way.
But she goes, "Why would I?" And then you mention the money to her, and she
Come on.
immediately opens the door.
Yay! Yay!
Get quick.
Of course. I want to introduce her, of course, because I should introduce them to important people, and then I want to show them off into the nice view of the ship below us and of the stars and of all the different places, and oh, it's so pretty and beautiful, and oh, look at them, they're so happy about it. Probably, maybe, I don't know.
They've seen all these sites before. They're more interested in you, and they're like,
Oh, yeah,
"Oh, the
yeah.
alien.
Yeah.
Look at him, acting like so much like a human. Almost impressive. It really is a well-trained animal."
Well, we will be off. We'll be off. I'm sorry to have taken up your time.
Time to
Gives
do the
gives
peanut
a bow
butter.
gives a bow to Cora, like, thank you very much.
I have a proposal for you, but I will discuss it later.
Yeah. I'm kidding.
She does not hide it. There is a bit of a
How hard can I roll to cock block?
little bit of a scruff of displeasure on her face at you pandering to these people.
Yeah, sucks to suck. Bye.
But she makes no attempts to stop you.
Yay!
Better him than me.
As I'm assuming you're going to finish this
Oh,
tour
yeah,
with
yeah.
your.
I would like to show them where they wanted to see. They wanted to see my humble abode. I would like to show them the sector that I make my way, where I rest. And of course, I keep it rather clean and rather nice, and I made sure to pick up before I left.
As they go in, they gasp. They go, "It's so well kept for an alien." They're gawking. They're picking around like, "Ooh, where is the heretical Xenos tech? I've always wanted to see something like that."
I will show them. I will show them to my sword that is in its sheath, and I'll be like, oh, this is my blade that I use. That unfortunately, as you all had already said, you couldn't help me upgrade because it is alien. It is Xenos technology.
As
Well,
they go,
there's a
"Oh,
different blade
look
we
at
can
that.
upgrade.
So crude, so heretical."
Oh, and
Oh, but
I'm sorry. This is the area where I be sure to make myself presentable to you humans. This is my shower area. That being said, I must look an awful mess in front of you. Would the two of you mind if I clean myself up for a moment?
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, of course, thank you. He will very, very much, very slowly begin to take off the top of his stuff, being, it's just like, as he does, just showing off the muscles and the stuff like that, how clean he actually is because he just took a shower, and he's gonna look to them and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, this was, you humans don't like to see things like this, do you?
Oh no,
Joker,
we're in
we have
private company right now. Yes, no one else besides us will know what happens here.
Oh, well, if you would maybe want to do me the honor, you've had a very rough day as well. Would the two of you like to join me? Motions to
Blue.
the shower.
You're telling them to take a shower with you.
I'm asking if I'm asking if they want to. I'm just
Difficulty 6.
Listen, Jake.
You are even though you're a sanctioned Xenos,
I'm going
you're
for
still
it.
a filthy heretical
I'm going for it.
alien.
I'm going for it. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's that's whatever. This.
All right, reroll these 3. You're at 4. 2 more.
Listen,
5.
all right, that's fine. Nah.
The maximum amount of bonus dice you can put into a single action. Alright. As you succeed.
I succeed with 2 over, right? So is that a
1
shift?
over.
Oh, you
1
said Is that a shift though?
Yes.
So can I go for better effect?
Yes, in fact, as they both adjourn for a moment to discuss this matter as friends and fellow nobility. They both agree.
Yay!
As if there had been any complications there, I was gonna make Squeaky show.
Yes! Fuck you, Squeaky!
As you adjourn.
I mean, as long as you can agree that I can lewd one of your games that isn't NetNavi.
That's fine.
I can't wait to lewd Fairy Tale.
You can lube whatever. I don't care. You can lube NetNavi. Go ahead.
I kind of already have since the very beginning, so I'm not counting NetNavi.
I
know what
told you,
convinced
Blue.
them?
If it was 1, it was
I
5.
know what you told me. I wanted to
Now-
make sure I had more than one. I wanted to make sure there was at least 2 girls involved with this.
You know what convinced them, though, Diego? My canon on what finally convinced them?
What's that?
Okay, first you take off your shirt, it's like flop as the shirt goes to the ground, and as soon as you undo your pants, bonk.
I'd like to think it was the alien abs, but that works too. By the way, I didn't want to bring this up in the moment, but this happened like far before the moment. But about 9 minutes ago, Ronan gave $10, said "Blue, do it," and then Arad about 3 minutes ago said, "So is a noble sleeping with an alien heresy?" Oh fuck yeah! Will there be an execution for this later? Not if no one finds out. Here you go, Jake. Hey, Jake, you got another one. So I got a $10, and you got a $2, Jake.
Beautiful.
So there's
Let's upgrade the allies
so
to a wrath.
so Jake, I got
We're
him.
Pokemon Center music starts playing.
I got
essentially
him.
in the
I got
background.
him. I got him.
It's time to make a corruption test.
Yeah, it is. Time to
If
roll
this
that
was a normal
corruption.
person, this would not be a big deal. But you, as an Eldar, have your soul claimed by she who thirsts, Slanesh, the god of debauchery and horrible sensations.
Better give her a show.
You will be rolling your conviction with this 5.
My conviction is 5.
Yes.
All right, I have a pretty fucking good one of these.
Yeah, because you have good willpower.
Yeah, I do.
Difficulty 3.
So
Rip.
question, Jake.
Yeah.
What does corruption do?
So you see,
Because
When
I'm
you fail
debating
this
on doing this.
oh no, those do not work that way during a corruption
Oh, they
test.
don't.
No, they just reduce the difficulty of the test by 1.
Oh, so should I
You will only be taking 1 point of corruption. This is
That's
your
fine.
first point
That's
of corruption.
fine. That's fine. I'm fine with that. That's
Every 5 corruption, you will gain a mutation. Look at Squeaky.
Hi.
You only are getting 1 point from this, and
Yeah.
every 5 points, the difficulty to resist a corruption test increases by 1. Permanently.
Listen, it was completely worth it.
You have taken...
What I'm hearing is
Listen, it was completely worth it.
As the 3 of you arrest for the night, which means let me return all of your wrath.
how long are you doing that though? Because how long could you say he really rested?
Listen, you guys aren't going to be doing anything for like over a day. Anything of note.
Sounds like Squeaky wants me to roll for my willpower.
Endurance?
Endurance. How long did you last?
Do we have endurance? I mean, I have a resilience. Is that good?
That would be a toughness roll.
Listen,
Or willpower.
I think willpower. I think
But
I
it's a
think
very-
I think that is a lot of willpower that I just showed.
I'm gonna post
No,
something.
no, this is Zap Brannigan, actually, now that I think about it. The mind is willing, but the flesh is soft and bruised.
Listen,
I'm gonna post something in 40k right now, an interpretation of what's going on.
Jake, I'm just saying, there were giants involved with that. Zap Brannigan would not have lost to 2.
And he had
You'll-
been going on for hours.
He had been.
You'll make a
That was a.
difficulty 2 toughness test.
Ah. I only have a 3 in toughness though.
This is a basic test. You don't need to roll the rat dice.
I only have a 3 in toughness though, and that difficulty 2 is really hard.
You know, so was that that corruption test, but you managed to botch that fine.
Look, I think it should be willpower. Okay, fine. Yep. See.
So, you have a grand time, but you're pretty worn out at the end.
Way to fucking suck it out of me, Jake. Way to suck
You-
the fun out of me.
Listen, you can't recall the last time you've done
Way
this.
to
It's been like a
fucking
year.
suck the fun out of me, Jake.
You've been in this for a year.
Way to suck the fun out of. You know what? Where's performance?
I'm just saying, depending on what you do upon waking up, it could only get worse from here.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm doing this. I don't give a fuck. I'm finding something that I can say as a performance. It doesn't matter if I fucking get really tired as long as they're happy. I'm gonna go survival.
Oh no, don't, Deco. This was not your performance.
No. This is my I know this is my performance in the room.
You're gonna roll. You know what? Go ahead.
I'm rolling survival. I'm putting a wrath in.
As long as it's not party wrath, use your own for that shit.
There is no party wrath. Perfect.
All right. You spent.
That's
on that.
fucking right. That's fucking right. By the way, I wanted to use this one, but I forgot. I wanted to use the one I got every day.
Technically, you could not have, because this was happening and then you rested. But
No,
as
no,
I am a generous,
no, that's fine. If you want to be like that, that's fine.
I am like that,
That's
but I'm also generous.
fine.
This will,
That's fucking right.
my mercy decreases the longer the game exists. As they were left speechless
There you go.
by the depravity of an Eldar.
There you go.
They didn't know that things could do that.
Mm-hmm.
As over the next day, you all mind your own business. And the Inquisitor calls all three of you to the deck again. As you three convene on the deck with the Inquisitor. This one looks terribly chipper.
Well, actually, because consider this, I are wolf nose, and I may not know about Eldari pheromones, but I know human pheromones.
I don't see any wolf nose on there. I see wolf ears.
Excuse me, I have heightened senses.
She does.
I'm playing around.
You know.
I don't care. Here's the thing.
So how
I
badly
don't
does
care
he
if she
reek-
knows.
How badly does he reek of sex?
I don't
Smelled
care.
him before you smelled him. Before
I
you
don't-
saw him.
I don't care if she knows, as long as she knows that if she says anything, then people die. Because you
wanna
went over
go?
this shit with me before game, Jake. You didn't go over with her.
I will say this to you, Squeaky. If you say this to or in front of the Inquisitor, you understand that relations with him are heresy. Technically with you two, and such people would be executed.
You snitch on me, I snitch on Jim.
Joker.
But
look.
you all convene
I didn't
out.
fuck Jim.
But you all
You
convene
might
outside
eventually.
of the deck. Outside of the deck before speaking to the Inquisitor, as you all see each other again. Man, you guys run into each other a lot. It's like you constantly get called together.
What? Rod just gave $2. Jake, don't encourage him. Blue's going to be insufferable if you do. I'm already insufferable. Here you go, blood. Yay, that's going to be $2 for blood.
Hey,
Yay.
Yeah, she's gonna see him and she's just gonna crinkle her nose, and she's just gonna be like, "Couldn't you have showered after you were done?"
He's going to smile. I did.
Not well enough.
Jake.
Yeah?
Squeaky's calling me a dirty.
yeah, she is. You are a filthy Xenos.
Listen, if she's gonna say I smell that bad, I think she needs to roll against them pheromones. Call me dirty.
Oh, god damn it. So, as you all debate outside the door,
Man, my nails are sharp.
I could claw someone's eyes out with these.
Hello, Tavis.
Hello. Look, it is worth it to just. It is worth it to get like multiple whetstone and just like sharpen individually. Takes a long time, but look at these results. I could probably cut a cucumber with these nails.
You take rather good care of your nails.
Yeah. Where are his
Yeah.
pants?
Crap.
What? Where are your pants?
Crap. Thankfully, your legs are just robot.
As they look shiny, waxed, and sanded.
As you all have this delightful conversation, the doors open and the Inquisitor is sitting at her desk.
Good morning, Miss Inquisitor.
Good morning. And she
Goes in all chipper and gives a bow.
has a nice mug of hot brown morning brew.
I believe you called us to you, ma'am.
Yes.
Whatever it is you wish of us, whatever it is you wish for me to do, I will do it immediately and without hesitation.
After I finished the interviews, they had a lot of nice things to say about you three. Looking particularly at Taryn.
That's really odd.
That Lord Callus could do nothing but sing your praises.
Oh, him, yes, he is very nice.
Was there some? Never mind, it's not
Get in
important.
here, guys. Get in.
I
here.
was
Get in here, guys.
reviewing your performance.
Everybody keeps being like, but he was in the shower, and I'm like,
I was in several showers. Why are you saying I fucking smell bad?
They happened also while in the shower.
Just
it happened before, in, and out is all you need. You reek of pheromones. You reek of sex.
Listen. I showered
Just
this
be-
morning, showered last night twice.
They were in them for all of them.
Yeah, and even then, even despite the shower, their scent will still linger on
I
you
understand.
in some way.
I understand, but I'm feeling really attacked right now with you saying that I smell bad.
She's not saying you smell bad. She's just like,
It sounds like you are, and you're staying on the opposite side of me. It sounds like you
I mean,
fucking
do you
hate
want
me.
me to spell
No,
it
no,
out
no,
for
I'm
you?
just saying, just fucking saying, it's fine.
I'm trying to be a bro here. I don't have to.
I'm
be.
just saying, bros usually, like they do like what the Noble did last night. They don't fucking say you smell dirty and fucking scrunch their nose at them.
I didn't say anything like that. I just scrunched my nose a little bit, went back to neutral, and stood next to Tarvish.
I'm just playing. Let's keep going.
Yes.
It's
I want to
You
cuddle up to
three.
Tarvish too.
you three have performed
No, you're gonna make him smell like you.
quite
He's
admirably.
mine.
I've decided the three of you and acolytes who seem to frequently interject themselves into your missions will become a more permanent unit.
You mean we have to spend more time together?
Yes, it's tragedy, Sekibaku, I know. This
I
is also
mean-
what you're paid for.
I know that. I'm not saying anything against it. It's just, I'm just not used to having such competent people around me. You know I always lug the weight around.
I know, I'm surprised one of them survived. Looks at Jim.
Let alone, well, yeah, actually, Jim. I thought she was gonna say, let alone. Oh, you mean Jim.
You turn around like, right, one of them did touch my tail last night.
I let him touch it, and nothing else.
Nope. Yep.
I
Jim
was
can
scared there for a
Jim can
second.
die
I
happy.
thought-
You think
I
that I
thought-
you think I smell bad. Jim's never washing that hand again.
It's bandaged.
Yeah, it's just, after she was done with the shower, she put her clothes on, but before putting on her butt capelet, she was like, instinctually lifts tail up. There you go. Have fun. You have 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes.
10
Here's a
minutes,
brush.
holy shit.
Here's a brush.
Yes! I've been all of my life for this moment.
My tail is a little shinier than normal.
He
It's
dies
nice
of happiness.
Nice and brushed.
You know, now that you mention it, her tail is remarkably well groomed. God damn it.
It seems that both of my compatriots here like to take care of themselves. Have you seen his nails? Motions to Tavish.
As a random cucumber comes to the sky and he starts cutting it.
Now, back to outside of Tavish's fantasies.
I've been watching too much of the guy that makes knives.
Yes, but I think the three of you make a very effective unit.
Joker, look. We have more.
If you feel as if we'll be more successful together, then I have no qualms with staying with these two. Tavish was shown himself to be very capable in everything that I could never even hope to try to do. And Sekibaku here, she was shown herself to be very brutal in battle and keeping up with me, and let alone surpassing me in in the savage strikes that she was able to deal. I think
you
that both
flatter
of them are exceptional.
I got to upgrade my
And yes,
shit.
I'm flattering you.
And the
Oh,
two
you
of you,
flatter.
any complaints?
No, not really.
I got to upgrade my shit. I'm good.
I'm glad you're also complying with this. It makes it all incredibly easy. So, congratulations, you will become a new official. What should we call you? I have the urge to call you the B team because most of you are mutants, but
He like
How
looks
about-
to the other two, just like, most of you are mute. Are you a mutant?
How about the X people? I'm kidding.
she shrugs. Your team will be 549, but you can think of any pet names or special designations if you are feeling colorful.
A team. No. No. No, that's dumb.
The Straw
Well,
Hat Pirates. Damn it.
Blood moons! No one asked your opinion, Jim.
We'll work on it. If we really must.
But congratulations, you're my 549th warband.
Well, let's see. I mean, I use guns, and the two of them are pretty flamboyant. Kind of reminds me of Roses. Guns and Roses.
Alright, if that's what you want to call yourselves.
Can we get a better consensus than just our silence?
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
But, take a few days of rest. If you need anything, you may try to get it out of our quartermaster. We will be arriving on Ringval 5, which is where the governor rules from. And from there, we're going to be launching deeper investigations into what happened on the station, as clearly his possession happened far before. Normally, I'd have him just killed for being possessed by a demon for so long, but I'm hoping he'll make adequate bait.
Are we to be leaving the station soon?
Yes. Most of the noble ways back in sooner time than us. Callus said he was going to make some arrangements with the governor for you. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll find out in time.
I rather liked them, to be honest. They were a lot more hospitable to people like me than I thought they would be. They were rather interesting.
They are woefully underprepared for the truths of this universe. But
It's-
that's my job.
It still made me realize that people like them are out there, and that people like them do need protecting.
Oh yes, they do need protecting.
Oh, yeah.
As you say it sympathetically, he says it dismissively, and she says it as exhaustively literally as she can portray. The three of you are dismissed.
Ma'am. He takes a bow and turns.
As the three of you are skirted out the door, you will have a few days in orbit. If you would like to try to requisition any equipment for yourselves, or
Can I get a Tommy gun?
would you like a bolter?
Fine, I'll just upgrade my rifle.
As we go to leave, I'd like to look over at Sekibaku and just like put like a single finger in front of my lips, like in a shush motion, and just smile.
Sigh. just looks at him, just blink, lowers ears, sigh.
As the three of you leave, I would just like to take a quick minute to explain. In this game, While there are times I will reward you with quest rewards as you have gotten money, and Blue, you will get something very special, as I
Yay.
believe you will be taking up on it, as they could not upgrade your weapons.
Yay.
There are times where you will find equipment on dead people. You can sometimes directly trade with somebody. There are not shops. Requisitioning is how you will acquire equipment. During times of rest in safe locations, you just basically tell me, hey, I'm looking for this item, and then you will make a dice roll. After you make that dice roll, you then spend wealth to basically count as auto successes added on to your roll. And if you pass the roll, I give you whatever equipment you were looking for, and if not, then you keep your wealth and you just did not get it for that rest.
We had talked about it last game, Jake, but is there any way for me to potentially seek out a second sword?
For
so
a
that
second sword,
so that
you
I
would
don't
need
have to like do range combat with my secondary attack.
Yeah. To do that, you would need to requisition it.
Mhm.
4 swords are decently rare.
Yes, I'm not expecting to get another fourth sword. I mean, I would love to, but I'm guessing it's not going to be that easy.
When it comes to physical equipment, at difficulty 5 is a normal chainsword, which is uncommon, but you won't have to deal with any modifiers because you're on an Inquisitor ship. Chainswords are in healthy enough supply.
And we have to roll influence for these, right?
Yes, influence.
So let's just not
or
worry
cunning.
about it. Let's just
Or
not.
cunning.
I don't even know if I have anything good for cunning. Let's just not worry about it anymore.
I'm pretty sure that one's also bad.
Let's just, you know
But-
what? I don't need to worry about new stuff. I'm fine with my sword.
But this applies to all 3 of you if you ever wish for equipment or to try and acquire equipment. Squeaky, it's basically what your power does, just your power implies you stole it beforehand and materialized it when you needed it most.
Lol.
I'm just gonna be over here. Looking at all this money that I have and looking at the shopkeeper like, fucking, you have that chainsword, right? Yep. And I have money, right? Mm-hmm. I could give you the money? Nope. Okay,
Not
bye. Alright, bye.
You could always ask
And
one of
money
your
is used for
comrades
goods
to
and
try and
services,
acquire
right?
it for you.
Makes sense to me. So I'll give you this money for that sword. It's not for sale.
Not for sale to Xenos.
This is why I fucking hated this ship.
But you could always inquire one of your beloved influential comrades.
They wouldn't want to help me. They wouldn't see me struggling to get the basest of basic needs settled from people in this ship, while them fucking looking at me like I'm a fucking stain on the fucking world. They don't. No.
Got that right. Let's go.
Is he literally just standing there trying to convince someone to sell something to him?
He would have given up after like a second. He wouldn't have just been standing there doing it. He would have just been like, sigh, walks away.
Sees him walks away, perk up ears. Oh wow, chainsword. That's pretty sweet. How much?
Oh, well, you see, for you would need to roll your influence.
Fucking.
What is rolling?
Your influence is, in fact, a 6.
Yeah, I know.
You're one of the most influential people in this facility. The difficulty is 5. Oh! Take it! No,
1, 2,
no,
3,
no.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He gives you it and money.
You're the blood.
Does he
moon.
have
Just-
anything better than a chainsword?
I'll pay you to take it.
Just take it with my sincerest thanks. You did my family a good turn on that one job you did. Thanks to you, our world was able to evacuate. No, just take it. I insist.
I appreciate it.
Grumble,
I really
grumble,
do. I
grunt,
can
grumble,
for the
grumble.
greater good.
As you have now acquired a chainsword.
Any tech that would give me
What?
a chubby.
What? Just walks behind Taryn. Hey.
Mhm.
I saw you eyeing this. Do you want it?
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
It literally cost me nothing.
Well, what would you like for it?
Ears go up and down. Let's see, what would you be willing to do?
He holds up a wallet. I can pay you.
You look at the wallet. You see Jim etched on it.
I wouldn't have kept the actual gem wallet. That just counts as funds, Jake. But yes, he turns it around so the gem can't be seen anymore. I'm kidding.
But currently, I believe, Blue, you have 4 wealth to offer her, as you have not indulged in that offer yet, or had it, or followed up on it quite yet. Which I was going to have you do next after seeing.
I'm very new to this whole thing. Did you want to take a shower?
She just sees him pull out this random wallet and a light frown. So I guess you're not willing to sleep with anything. That's fine. You can have it anyway.
He raises an eyebrow.
Do be careful next time you indulge yourself in taboos.
Sweetie, I am a taboo.
He will take the chainsword. He will make a very much a note of that, like, oh, were you as fucking He will take it and he will kind of clear his throat. Well, you were already giving me so much, but would it not be too much of me to ask for something like that in return as well? I believe that's something for if I were to aid you. We'll keep that on the table for later.
No, I was merely just curious. Yeah, just plain curiosity. Also, I don't really find it fair how you're treated. Yeah, it's commonplace, but it doesn't make it right. Especially if you have money and you're willing to buy. What kind of shopkeep doesn't sell to someone with money? Xenos or no, you're still a customer. And that's all that matters. Or at least all that should matter.
Well, this man, you also understand, is not a shopkeeper. He is the quartermaster of the ship. He controls who gets what equipment.
He take money.
Yeah, he absolutely takes bribes.
He take money. Shopkeep in my eyes.
Basically.
A shopkeep by another name.
I would have to agree with you. I don't entirely enjoy the life that I have here. However, the benefits far outweigh the people like him.
Yeah.
I devote myself to the people who are here, and I repay my debts. And I'll have you know that I'm not the only one who I'm sure has had that kind of treatment at some point. Even though you do have these people with you now, he motions to Jim.
Hi!
I'm sure you've had your own troubles with people.
Plenty, and I still do.
As long as I'm around, if you can't talk your way out of things, you just note that you won't have any troubles like that.
It's taken a while, but despite these mutations, I have built a reputation for myself. So, even when I don't want to, I can talk myself out of a situation. Looks at the chainsword she just gave him. I was actually planning on asking for half of what that would have cost, but again, I'm so influential, rolls eyes, that all I had to ask was how much it cost, and I got it for nothing. So it's yours now.
I owe you a debt.
I'll think about it. There's nothing to repay if nothing was lost.
Then I owe you a favor.
We can take it as that, I guess.
He'll take the sword and he will turn to go away.
One day I will call upon you. You will answer.
One more thing.
Hmm.
You can indulge yourself in the flesh as many times as you wish, but it won't fill the cravings of the heart. I'm
That's what tech
total.
is for.
I'm looks away, not saying that by experience.
It may not, but in this type of world, it sure is a nice distraction.
I guess. Just do be careful. We don't need people dying. Not more than need to.
Miss Sakibaku,
Mm?
I'll take your words to heart, but you should probably ask your men. Just because something is a distraction, just because something doesn't fix something, doesn't mean that it's worthless. If I make it through the next mission, when do I get to touch it?
Touch what? My tail? Please don't be one of them. You've already shown yourself more than competent. Just pick out a date and time.
That's no fun. If I make it through the next one, how about that? I feel like I need to work as hard as they do.
Fine. If you really want to. What do you guys think? Looks to the
Fuck
devotee.
that!
They all like hutch around you protectively. I'm not sure about this, man.
Shows chainsword to them. I'm kidding.
I mean, he's willing to work just as hard as you guys.
Guess that's not the worst for a Xenos.
Yeah, fuck you too, Jim. I'm kidding.
Don't worry, guys. I, while unwilling, already live a sullied life. I don't mind a little more sullying.
I'll be sure to wash up properly with that sensitive nose of yours. He goes to walk away.
Laughs.
Hashtag laugh.
Oh yeah, by the way. Pulls out the letter. At some point we do need to talk about this.
We'll be sent off on a mission sooner than later. Turns out, with us being made a group, I'm sure she has something in mind for it. We'll talk about it on the way.
Right.
Just puts a wave over his head and leaves.
Yep, she turns around, goes the opposite direction.
As the two of you part ways, the next few days are going to be unremarkable. Mostly you're on the ship, doing your own business, daily routine. But Blue, you are presented by an offer from Astropath Cora, as she had been informed of your spectacular performance. And
Well, you know, I don't know how she found out, but
And,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
from the details of Jim, how you were capable of repeatedly denying a psyker. Now she knew
Oh, that,
as
yeah.
as an Eldar,
Oh,
you
yeah,
are,
it was pretty impressive.
you're capable of basic parlor tricks, but she is offering to help you enhance your psyche into a weapon. She is not completely benevolent, as she.
Well, I mean, I couldn't just accept that for nothing. How about in repayment, we spend just a night together, if you'd like. I'll be sure to repay you.
How about in return, you
I
give me
don't-
half the reward the Lord gave you?
That seems fair.
I'll have to make sure the Lord gives me a blowjob.
I'm asking. I just want. I wanted to ask right there, Jake. because I'm literally asking her every day because I am
Oh, yeah.
devoted. I want
You are
her to know
persistent.
that I'm devoted. One day she'll say yes.
At that, she accepts half the reward from you. Funds are transferred to her. She gives you a pat on the head, and for the next few days, you spend quite a lot of time with her comparatively, exhausting and practicing your mental reflexes.
Damn it.
Her teaching you all of these new positions and ways of thinking.
Hot.
Yeah.
As you open your mind to the warp and she who thirsts, who is threatening to constantly devour your soul, as you
Hey,
have
girl.
learned one of the most common psyker abilities that basically everyone can use,
Yay!
Smite.
Yay! That's the thing that I stopped.
You now have an ability that will let you do things other than detect magic.
Yay! I'm
As-
probably never gonna use it.
As with this, it has a range of 35 meters. The roll is the target's defense.
Mm-hmm.
And if you hit, it will do 1d3 mortal wounds,
Yeah, it's really
which
good.
is the fancy way of saying damage that you can't stop.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a very nice ability. But over those days, all of you, your weapons are returned to you, upgraded, shinier, better than ever. Your chainsword revs very nicely. It purrs like a canine.
Could I have hung out with Tavish and have him show me how he does his nails?
Oh, absolutely.
Tavish, would you have showed me?
Yeah, but his
It probably wouldn't
method-
work with me, but you know.
It's the method. It's the principles of the method you're
He
learning.
shows you like the whetstones and like
As
have
he
you
sees
seen-
as he sees the whetstones, he'll definitely watch. The next day, he'll show up with a nail file. He's like, "All right, now show me how you did it."
You want a nail file? You say $100. Come on, you
Okay.
just handed him one.
Okay, first you need to water your whetstone, as pathetic as your whetstone is, and you have to go. You can't just start at 30k. You have to start at the bottom. We're going around 150 here.
You're right. We can't just start at 30k. We have to get all the way up to 40k.
All right, guys, it's been great having this game with you. I need to go die.
But pretty much, if you've seen any making knife videos, he does that.
I've seen those, yeah.
But over the next few days, you have a wonderful bonding experience with Tavish.
Yay.
The astropath teaches you the basics of psychic combat
Yay.
on the aggressive side, rather than just denying the witch constantly.
I just wanted to say it's a bit late because it took me a minute, but there you go.
It's perfect.
Thank you, Squeaky. During these few days, is there anything that Seki Baku desires to do? Is it just the usual routine of training, yelling at the acolytes to leave you alone as the devotees refuse to?
I mean, I wouldn't yell at them. I'd just be like, "Can you guys just please give me a minute?"
Can you stop following me into the bathroom?
You're scaring the other girls.
I mean, when it comes to more personal things like that, there would be the small growl and point out with freaking Lance. But other than that, it's just like I don't. If anything, I have witnesses. If anything, these are just
But
I just have a walking alibi.
by the way, it's probably after showing you how to file nails, you're probably like, "Is there any way I could repay you?" What do you toast your toast with?
I don't usually. I mean, do you want a toaster? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes, dun, dun.
I'll see if I can get you one.
Get out of my face. No one takes the chef's toaster.
You know what? Fuck these guys. I'm gonna stealth at the fucking. I'm gonna stealth in the kitchen when everybody's asleep and get a fucking toaster.
All right.
Where's my stealth at? I'll fucking roll it.
It's just like he tells them.
Fuck these guys.
It's just like all you ask him, do you just want a toaster? All you hear from him back is,
Yes.
I'm fucking ready, Jake. What do I need to do?
Can you install a soundboard onto your Skitari?
You have a stealth of 7.
Yes, I do. So you just go for it. I'll do it.
This is a trivial task for you.
Doing it.
You do it.
Look, if I knew how to do a soundboard on Discord, and
You
all that, I
succeed
would.
at this trivial task.
I take one of their toasters and I take it to Tavish.
As there is an uproar in the cafeteria the next
Sucks
day
to
about a
suck.
missing toaster, but nobody knows who could have possibly done it.
As
They
you
all
see,
start looking at the tech priest as he's like, "What?"
As you see this Skitari, like, open a closet and open a secret compartment full of toasters.
I wasn't going to steal a toaster, Jake, but they're fucking assholes and I hate them. Why
Like
can't
most-
they be as nice to me as the nobles?
Because
why
it's literally the profession of everyone on this ship to be suspicious of anything heretical.
No, but I hate them, you see.
It's okay to hate them.
I know it's their job, but I hate them, you see.
I hate them for their job. But the next few days go with your playful shenanigans as you grow closer as a team until you are all given orders to meet in the hangar. You are being taken down to the planet's surface.
Why do we need to go to a hangar? One of us all is already way too hung.
Ho-ho!
And of course, I mean Jim.
Oh no.
I can't remove you from this chat. I hate it. But as you are all taken to the hangar, as I hang myself, the Inquisitor is there and informs you very quickly, as she seems to be in quite a rush.
Speaking of the Inquisitor, hold on. Arad gave $2 saying, so will the Inquisitor be able to do an insight check on the alien? I mean, he is in a better mood than usual. Another to Jake. Nah. She don't want to know.
She is sure she could find out.
Like,
She doesn't feel the need to.
let's be honest here, though. Like, since there was a toaster kidnapping, if you see someone in a better mood, you know they stole the toaster, and you just don't. I mean, that's how I see it. Like, it's already
I
now
think
about the
I think they were meaning the sex thing, Will.
The answer to both is she could find out if she wanted to. She doesn't want to.
Yay.
She
like, the
doesn't care
sex
enough.
thing.
You
How
did
does,
what? Ew, that's gross, man.
how does pounding flesh together help? And most of the men don't even like to use toys on their partner. It's like, oh, but my penis is enough, and it's like, you know what? Let her have
So,
some fucking
with-
fun.
As hilarious as this is, she politely informs you that she is launching out a number of teams, as there are other people gathered around here besides you. Many of them you are unfamiliar with, but are obviously aware that they're part of a crew.
They're gonna launch
That,
us down in a battle royale, aren't they?
No. You are going down to a hive world, which, you can basically see it out of the hangar. And let me get a reference. It's a planet that basically is covered in these.
Oh.
This is what a hive city looks like.
Oh shit. Is this where the nobles went?
Yes.
Oh.
They live at the top of this in low orbit.
Yay!
There is this planet Ringvault 5
Oh,
is a hive world.
This place probably sucks.
Yeah, it does.
The
As you are-
Underhive!
as you are all being informed that this hive world is where the governor's seat of power is. And she is sending out teams to investigate every echelon of society, from the nobles to the factories to the guard in the PDF,
He is crossing his fingers so hard.
to the gangers and the criminal mutant scum at the bottom
Please.
of the city.
Please.
Assignments are handed out, and as she goes to you,
Please.
she informs you that you will be investigating the Underhive and the gangers.
No! Darn it!
There's been an increase in mutant activity, and she feels that sending a mutant and a Xenos that could pass themselves off as a mutant would be much less suspicious than sending down heavily armored guardsmen or priests. But she takes the time to inform you you will not be heading straight to the Underhive, for Lord Callus and Governor Tarkin have set up special accommodations for you.
Ah.
So rather than being forced to live in the poisonous undercloud,
Oh, fucking pussies with their healthcare and all that.
you will be staying somewhere else.
Why didn't you just replace your lungs?
You haven't replaced your lungs yet.
Not yet, but I'm looking at air conditioners.
You're just gonna constantly breathe out like a little puff of cold air.
No, I don't even have to breathe in and out. I just have a little bit of cold air, like, coming out constantly.
We just stand around you when it's too hot. Is there a heater in there too, or is it just the air conditioner?
The heater's not at the top.
Oh my.
God damn it. But all of you are to be loaded onto a shuttle, and you will get to head to your designated location, along with everyone else getting onto their own shuttles with pilots.
But yeah, when can I replace my lungs anyway? Because, like, the whole being able to choke while you breathe thing is kind of stupid.
There are certain upgrades you can take later on. There is one called Cybernetic Reconstruction, which will also, well, you already have replaced your blood with oil, but it will also replace your lungs with, not needing to fucking breathe.
Yeah.
But that's a future you question.
Arad says, Jake, no, don't hang yourself. If you do that, then we'll be left alone with these assholes. To Jake. Also, just kidding. I love you guys. Good night.
Aw.
Good night, Arad.
Taking that was $2.
Yeah, it was $2.
Thank you very much, Arad.
Thank
The
you.
allies will have one more glory to better serve the devotees in protecting the fluffy tail.
Yeah.
With
They're
their
all gonna
senior
die.
officer, devotee Jim, front and center. But as all 6 of you are loaded up and shuttled down, you see this planet from above, and it is just spires sticking out of thick cloud cover as far as the eye can see. You're sure somewhere down there's a planet underneath all of these skyscrapers and atmosphere puncturing buildings.
It seems we'll have special accommodations. If that's the case, do you mind if we speak of this tonight once we get settled in? The letter, I mean?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
As you are taken in gently by the skillful pilot.
Is the skillful pilot Jim?
No.
Good.
You don't actually know his name. He wears
It's
a
not
face
Benedict,
mask.
is it?
How did you know? I have returned from being a pile of viscera.
I mean, he's not the only Benedict in the world. It's a pretty common name in this place, probably.
Well, we know one thing. According to the prequels, it's not Anakin, despite the fact that he's supposed to be a pilot when they met. But it's fine. I guess being a racer counts as being a...
I don't trust the man that's piloting us. Can we fucking stab him in the back and take over the piloting?
I mean, if you want to.
I don't want to.
Can we go for a detour?
That's...
Can this just be a road trip RP?
We just fucking leave. Disobey a direct order from the Inquisitor. After she says she trusts us.
That was
No.
your greatest mistake.
Yeah, this is like, yeah, no, don't convince me to do that. It's like, she pays me a lot. She pays me a lot and continues to pay me.
Oh, God. Alright, so, as you land, you are brought to, it's a bit of a stick out closer to the cloud line, but it looks, very fancy as you are brought to a landing platform and see two people waiting for you. You are also reminded
Hey
by the
girl,
pilot,
shoo, how you doing?
as you are politely reminded to keep a low profile
Hey
and
girl.
only use your position in the Inquisition if absolutely necessary.
I'm in the Inquisition. You want to be in the Inquisition too?
God damn it. But,
You want the
there-
Inquisition to be in you?
There is a very familiar face and one that's not so familiar.
Squeaky.
Just gonna sip this Diet Coke.
Are you hitting on them or trying to be Captain Planet?
Captain Planet, he's a hero.
Ekipakuar, are you growling?
No,
No, she was
I'm
slurping.
sipping Diet Coke. Just like, I don't know these people.
But no, he's not gonna be like that. He'll definitely ask her later, though, probably.
This woman is, it seems to be carrying a lot of papers, who you are unfamiliar with, and you see a familiar guardswoman behind her as they approach you. Governor Talkin said you would be here. You're the special squadron he mentioned.
About slightly. Ma'am.
Weird choice, but I'm not one to judge the Inquisition. It's in fact quite the opposite, but I am Secretary Evelyn. I do most of Tarkin's heavy lifting. This safe house, she looks back at it, it's really more like a mansion than anything else, has been set aside for you by
My
the governor.
man.
By the governor and Callus.
My man.
They hotly debated which one they would prefer you to stay at, as they decided the one with the elevator to the Underhive would be the most efficient, rather than the one close to Callus's estate or the governor's.
Aw.
Callus. But of course, they're only with a few hours away. You'll find everything you could possibly need here. A few teams will be coming in later and out, I've been informed. And I will take care of any liaison business you need between them and yourselves.
Already missed
Make
the
your-
Inquisitor.
Make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate the hospitality.
It's their hospitality, not mine.
It's appreciated either way.
Fair enough. Make sure to acclimate yourselves to this standard of living, as she looks the three of you over.
It shouldn't be too much of a problem, ma'am.
I'm sure it will be a refreshing change of pace. As she looks at her papers in her hands, makes a quick note, starts heading off with the guardswoman. Trisha just like gives you guys a little salute, like, later, guys.
Wave.
Lifts up middle finger as she's turning away. I'm kidding.
She turns around and shoots you in the face.
Not her. She's fine. It's that bitch.
Oh yes, she turns around and shoots you in the face.
Good to know which one did. Can't wait to plow her. I'm kidding.
fucking is the best kind.
I was gonna say this one might be harder than some freaking
Yeah, but when it
awestruck
when it happens, I
ladies.
can tell the Inquisitor that it happened and have her executed.
Wouldn't that also get you in trouble?
Listen, small price to pay.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Sometimes mutually assured destruction is the best kind. But I take it you will all head into the manor?
Hey, Jake.
Yeah?
Some say revenge is best served cold, but I like it hot.
God damn it. All
But
she's
this
done
place
is
has-
say hello.
I hate her.
But this place is air conditioning.
Don't worry, I put a heater in my kneecaps.
Why in your kneecaps?
So I could say down there and people think my dick.
I talked him out of the. I'm kidding.
As you all head inside, I believe.
Yeah. That's
I
fair
said
to
there was an
assume.
elevator inside of here. Is that like on primary display when we walk in?
No.
Okay.
This is what you have been led to understand is this is a safe house in case of rioting against the government. There is plenty of rooms of this place, like it could hold a platoon of soldiers.
Well, I'm glad it's gonna hold all of these special NPCs that we find along the way.
As you look it over, this place is nicer than your ship. This is the lap of luxury.
Well, yeah.
And while it is completely absent of any servants to do things for you, you guys have fucking functioning arms and legs. You can just get shit yourself.
Jim, take off my shoes.
No!
Do the bathrooms have bidets?
They have bidets for days.
Bidets for days.
Deacon, my character looks to you. Look, humans have these things called manners. Points gun at Jim. Fucking do it!
No!
He's just like, you're pointing his gun at him, have it up to his head. I could end you with a thought!
Jesus Christ.
Remember what at the beginning of this, Jake, whenever we said we didn't want to be murder hobos?
No, I don't. I remember you saying that. I don't remember Will saying shit.
Will didn't promise nothing. Will, I'm living vicariously through you.
Yeah! Finally!
God damn it.
Can we not boss around my devotees?
We're playing around.
Okay.
Then what's the point of having them?
For me to boss around.
They're mine. Get your own.
Yeah, get your own devotees. Why didn't you freaking put the points into that stat?
Because we didn't want to have to deal with constant loss.
As during your exploring, you find the secretary and Trisha have their own rooms here, which they will be staying at
Ah, why do they get to stay?
because they're there to communicate between you and the governor.
Well, like, is this place big enough that I can, like, get somewhere really away from them? So,
This place is like a mile long.
okay, good. They're not gonna find out if I have any encounters. With
No,
people.
they will absolutely not.
Good. Because they'd have to die if they found out.
Night, Crimson.
I'd have to murder them, you see.
Later, Great Lord Crimson.
They would have to be done the murder.
And she takes the time to show you that it's hidden behind the kitchen. There is an elevator that basically just goes straight down to the deepest levels of the city. Its purpose is as an emergency escape in case the mansion ever finds itself, what's the word, besieged by rioters.
So I'm guessing there's other stops then than just the Underhive.
Yes, there are a few, mostly, but the one that's most relevant to you is the Underhive.
Of course. But
There's-
like, you know,
there's
there's
one in,
also
like,
Khador, Eshar, Goliath, Vensar, Orlok, and Delik.
Yes, this is just a vague representation of it stops at multiple floors of noble houses and
Okay, okay.
businesses of work.
Good.
And then
I
at
guess
the very
not-
Will people be able to use this to get to us?
no, you need proper designation, and we're going to get all of you biometrically registered.
I just noticed her little clock was never going. Her little clock wasn't going.
It's fine. My clock is going.
Okay.
Strange.
2 hours and 40 minutes, by the way.
But it does not take long. It's a simple her pricking your fingers and logging you into the elevator. She basically explains that yeah, whenever any agents show up and show they belong to the Inquisition, that we will have them registered, and then they can make their way around the city quite easily from these facilities without being easily noticed. As she tells you on the underhive level, it will basically spit you out into a back alley. And
Wait,
from there,
spit us out in the back. Does that mean there's literally an office where they can push a button and send them to the fucking back alley?
yes, you know, a back alley like 5 miles downward.
Hold on.
So I
there's a
push
gift
the
for this.
secretary inside and push the button to send her to the back alley. I'm kidding. I don't do that.
She can just take the elevator right back up.
Listen, that's an inconvenience for her, and I'm happy that I'm kidding.
Oh, you have just decided you despise this woman.
I do. She hasn't been as nice to me as other people, so she must die. No, I'm playing.
Oh man.
I'm fine if people are mean to me, but she looked to the other two and also said those mean things about
Listen.
how that she fucking wouldn't have picked us and fucking weird people, and I know all of it's true, but fuck her, you know?
Yeah. Exactly,
fair.
it's all true. She doesn't fucking know you. She's just like, the governor I've learned has been possessed for 2 months and is calling you guys the greatest thing since sliced bread.
I'll
I
get to
kind
know
of
her.
don't value his opinion right now.
I'll get to know her.
God damn it, Blue, calm down.
I'm okay.
I
I'll
assume
stop
you-
Let me
interrupting.
don't make me get the fire hose.
I'll stop interrupting.
Down, boy. Down.
Actually, Dodge brings up a good point. Wouldn't she at least know about me?
Oh yeah, she knows who you are, but she does not know that you have ever been accustomed to luxury.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
With your
Not-
reputation as a mercenary, she kind of brushes off like, yeah, you're a hero, but you're like a slumdog hero. You probably have like a meth addiction.
So we kill her tonight,
Actually,
right?
maybe. No, it's actually better if they think I came from a lower class.
I mean, I have this sword. I'm kidding.
It's,
Like she just thinks of you all as lower class.
I don't. The less people know about my past, the better.
And she sees Will as a tool of the Mechanicus.
I mean, not wrong.
Exactly.
He just looks to Will like, I'm not sure if I should be offended for you or not. Is that how that is? Okay, all right. So we get our fingers pricked.
And that's all I
Are
was
you
asked
sure
to do.
you want to prick my finger?
Well, for you, she plugs you in.
Good choice, cause I just recently cut these fucking nails. You do not want to poke them.
Well, it's not my business to get entwined with the Inquisition any more than I have to, and it is definitely not my desire.
And you wonder why I hate her.
Listen, the Inquisition means shit's fucky. No one actually likes the Inquisition.
I don't like her.
We just tolerate it because we like our lives.
We accept their existence because they're the only thing that protects us from heresy. But when they're around, that means shit's fucked, and we don't want that. The best part about the Inquisition is when they're not around, because that means shit's okay. Relatively speaking. But she informs you that there has been some mutant violence going on in the Underhive. They've been coming up from the swamp levels and causing trouble for the locals. And as she understands your duties are down there, she considers that a good place to start. And that she is discontinued from this unless you need her to communicate information to other people. And she definitely wants to keep her hands clean of this.
Where can we find you if we have need of you?
I'll probably be here in my quarters. I may have to go out on errands for the governor, but I'll always come back here until my duties are relieved.
Is there a certain place here that you usually stay?
The library.
All right. We will stay out. We will stay out of your way, and we'll do our job. If you don't want to get too involved with it, then probably stay out of ours as well. However, if there is anything you need, do not hesitate to ask us.
If anything comes up, I will be sure to.
I'll be right back.
There's a long pause from her, followed by "thank you," and then turns to leave.
Get the fucking ass back here. I'm kidding.
I hate to see her go, but I love watching her leave.
How dare you thank me, you bitch. I'm kidding.
My lord.
There is a
That's,
distinct difference between me and Tarim, by the way. Just want everybody to know that. Taran's a lot more respectful than me. Also, he had a 3-way, so, like, he's really different than me.
God damn it.
Shall we go and claim nice rooms for the 3 of us?
Sure, why not?
Should we try to put ourselves in the same hall, or do you think it'd be better if we all had our space?
I really don't have much of a preference, honestly.
I want the room next to Seki Baku's. Yeah, me too. Me too. All 3 of us can't have rooms next to her. What if there's one on the other side of the hall? Oh shit, Jim, you're a genius.
At least they're not trying to be in the same room as her.
Yeah, honestly, that's surprising in and of itself.
They're
I'm
improving.
not going to complain.
I'd say, from what I heard of Tavish and his quarters, maybe having him be a little bit further off from the rest of us is probably a good idea. He remembers the incident with the toaster.
Wait, he just to make sure. So he just said we should probably stay away from Tarvish.
No. He's just saying that Tavish is a little loud.
So you're saying to stay away from Tarvish?
I'm saying he's loud. You can do whatever you want. He's saying he's probably not going to stay too close to him.
So are you suggesting we find a room for ourselves?
I was going to go potentially off to one wing, and this place is around a mile long, so either way, I could find myself somewhere, and the 2 of you could find yourselves another place. And we would all know where we are, so I'm sure that it'd be easy enough for us to find each other. I don't think we should be too far away from each other. If there is
No.
something happen, although I doubt anything could happen in here, then it'd be easy for us to get lost in this place. I would say a good number of rooms between each of us is probably for the best, making sure that they're near the elevator and near the entrance.
Yeah, I could agree with that, I guess. I really have no preference for whichever wing.
I want to go to the opposite wing of the library.
So we'll say that's in the West Wing. You guys.
The West Wing is forbidden!
You guys can set
You
yourself
beat
up
me
It's
in
to
the
forbidden!
East Wing.
Which we do not have.
You know, it would suck if Belle couldn't go to the library if it was in the West Wing. Beast's
damn.
just like, I want to show you this library, but it's in the West Wing. You said it's forbidden. Yeah, but I've already yelled at you, so like, come on.
Do you want to stay in the tower? No.
Oh. I didn't think she said no.
Show to your room. My room. You want to stay in the tower? No.
Then follow me. Anyway, so we'll head off to the East Wing.
Yeah, the East Wing is basically 2 half-mile long hallways with numerous rooms and facilities. You notice there are kitchens on both sides of this building as you've been exploring it.
You could potentially get a good workout just running from one end to the other. My mornings are going to be pretty interesting. I'm used to running around, but...
I've had better workouts.
As have I, but the view here is pretty interesting. Motions to the probably long halls of art and things along the walls, because we're in a noble house of nobles.
Oh yes, you look on the wall and you see the long and proud callous line.
Oh yes, we're in his place. Yes, it's my boy.
Oh my god.
I love him.
I mean, I've witnessed better views, but it is lovely, I guess.
You see the picture of a proud man standing on top of a mountain of mutant corpses, holding his las pistol as it sizzles in the morning sun.
Majestic.
I see that he uses a lot of artistic license.
Oh no, these are his ancestors. They may have also probably used artistic license.
I stand firm by what I said.
Beautiful.
Well, once you get settled in, if you would not mind, I'd love to talk to you about that. However, I'm going to go find a room for myself. Once I'm settled in, I'll let you guys come and see it if you really want to. Although I don't think that it's going to be too, different from anything you'll be staying in as well.
Well, if I do find a place, I can just send one of these guys to fetch you.
Of course. Them. I'm kidding.
Why would you?
Of course.
Would you
Jim.
Would you prefer they stay out of it? Or do you want me to seek you out myself? I could smell you.
If you want to follow your nose, then be sure to come and find me. And see if I really do stink that much.
Oh my.
I'll take the challenge then.
Not to
You
mention
three.
this more. This is more of a thing for that requires your attention, not theirs.
That's fair. You three.
Yes, ma'am?
Search for a room for yourselves. And do whatever you want that doesn't involve me for the rest of the day.
Roll persuasion.
Or
You've told-
intimidation. I'm kidding.
That's true.
No, she does say it like, do something else that doesn't involve me.
They are devotees. You're going to
I
have
know.
to convince
I know.
them.
That's my 6 dice.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. This probably won't. This is gonna probably be the roll I do botch.
You passed.
Sweet.
It was gonna be a 4. Roll the 5. So they look at you and very reluctantly. But if you're gonna head out, you're gonna collect us first, right? Yeah, we don't want you going into the danger by yourself.
How about this? If I at any point need to leave this mansion, the first thing I will do is fetch you three.
Does that include the elevator?
Why would...
Damn, Jim. Jim's
What?
on it.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, you can't use the elevator without us. Jim puffs up his chest and they're like, wow, so smart. Very human. Impressed.
Thank
As-
fuck your stairs.
We take the
Thanks.
stairs down to the fucking Undercity.
That would involve leaving the mansion. But they all leave for now.
Sweet.
You have convinced them to leave you alone for a time.
Yeah.
Then I'll see you whenever you're settled in. He goes off to find his own place.
Yeah. I'll see you later. I'm gonna find a room somewhere in this wing. Probably on the other side of the wing. I don't know, man.
There are plenty of rooms. You managed to find one. It seems to have a portrait of a woman who looks very bombastic as she is standing over the smoldering wreckage of some sort of alien craft. As it
Last
seems to
pistol
be-
in hand.
As it seems to be raining bombs in the background as she holds up her chainsword proudly.
Zedekus 0, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, you keep thinking that, lady. Goes in the room.
Tavis, did you find a good room?
I think Will said BRB a little
Oh.
bit ago.
I thought he came back a second
So-
ago. Could be wrong.
No, he's still on mute.
Okay.
May have died.
Mm.
But you are all able to claim your own rooms. They are all very comfortable. Like, again, this place is the lap of luxury.
Flops on bed. Rolls around bed. Not exactly like when you have you ever taken a dog outside and it just kind of rolls around in the grass for a bit?
Yes.
It's just goes on bed. Oh god, this is a really nice bed.
Uh,
It's been such a long time since I've been in a really fucking nice bed. Oh god, I miss home.
Lays
Oh my
down
God.
lays down on bed. Ah! Why is it so comfortable?
Home is gone. Home is gone.
Oh.
I have no home.
hey, there was one other nice place besides home.
We don't talk about him. We don't talk about him. If I even put my name in his bed in the same sentence, people assume shit. Take no chances.
But you are all able to claim your rooms.
I did not
Uh,
tell her where I was, by the way. She'd have
Oh,
to
no.
smell me
Sniff
out.
you out.
Let's see if let's have you make an awareness check if you're going to sniff him out.
Fucking right.
Probably difficulty 4. I think that's a fair number. It's a fairly challenging task.
Alrighty, and it was with my what again? Awareness?
Yes.
Alrighty, so that's
7.
7. Alrighty. So I've got 6, 7. Alrighty, let's give this a shot.
You succeed.
Apparently I stink.
Well, it's not even so much.
No, it's fine. I understand. I'm kidding. I know you have your heightened senses or whatever. I'm just playing around.
As there are plenty of new smells, and the thick stench of perfume, especially in this room, seems to clog your nose a bit. But through it all, you can always just
Open a window.
you just can. Oh God, smog comes rolling in. Don't close the window.
Close the window. Never mind, I forgot.
The smog
You can
came
just-
in. You moved to a different room.
You can just always find that familiar scent of alien.
Lol.
It's just very distinct against all of the very human scents.
Yeah, that. Exactly that, actually. Follow my
Okay,
nose.
so Jake's saying I fucking stink. Got it.
Follow my nose
Absolutely.
wherever.
You
Follow
smell
my
like
nose.
ass, man.
I
Follow my nose.
shower a lot.
I follow my nose wherever it goes.
As you were able to find Blue's room. You find Taryn.
What did my room have in it?
Well, you see, you simply could not resist when you saw a picture of young Callus holding his las pistol proud on a pile of mutant corpses as flaming ships fell in the background. And even at his young
How
age,
young?
he looks like he's 8.
Yes!
As there are women singing him praises.
He's
An
just
angel's descending.
he's
For
just
truly,
been-
he is the greatest of his line.
he's just been sitting here just nodding at the picture like, yeah. This says a lot. He's just completely enamored with that picture.
As Sekibaku, you show up, following your nose, the heifer, the mightiest thing.
Bork bork.
You hear barking and scratching at your door. You think the dog needs to be let out.
I throw something at the door. I'm kidding.
Shut the fuck up!
I go over to the door, and I go to open it. I was expecting it to be slightly harder for you.
I'm more perceptive than you'd think. I don't even need these. Twitch his ears.
Motions to go in.
Just goes right in. Just like, whoop.
Closes and locks door. I'm kidding.
I mean, you can if you want. She doesn't give a shit.
Nah, just closes door.
As you step into the room, you are enraptured by the most beautiful painting you've ever seen.
I don't care.
She shows complete disinterest towards pure beauty and love of the Emperor incarnate.
Look. Sometimes people get overwhelmed by the sheer epicness of things of this caliber. You see,
Some have depths of faith deeper than others.
he looks to you and he goes and sits down on his bed and just kind of like stares back. Did you bring the letter?
Of course I did.
Have you read it? You've had it long enough.
No. I feared if I did read it and had questions, due to all the missions, I probably would have forgotten them by the time we got the chance to speak. First off, I did want to ask how you even obtained this in the first place.
Well, luckily that's what you wanted to ask, because that's everything I wanted to tell you.
Oh?
The letter you have in your hand is from the Inquisitor. Apparently,
Yeah.
she wished to have your father join her ranks long, long ago. How many years would you say around, Jake, would it be since I have got this?
You've been in the Inquisitor's care for a few years. So, probably like good 10 years.
This first came into my hands around 10 years ago, on a distant planet. Back before this, he motions to his neck and the symbol on it. I'm not sure exactly when he got it, but well, if you're wondering why I obtained it, it's because I obtained it from him.
10 years ago? How long did we decide that her father's been dead, Jake?
You had heard about it like a good 9, 8 years ago. Word travels slow in the Imperium.
Okay.
You've been a mercenary for a while.
Yeah.
Your
He's been
father,
dead. Mm-hmm.
he had been on my world for a little while. Well, I say my world, but I don't really know much of it, to be honest, anymore. It was dangerous. The beings there were powerful. They grew up in savage conditions. And me and my tribe were eventually overrun. we had not heeded the warnings that we were given. The many, many warnings. And every one of them were slaughtered. Except for me. I don't really hold them to any real merit in my mind. They were all fools. But I do hold one person of merit, and that is of the man who saved me. The one who I took that letter off of his corpse.
I see. I guess it wouldn't be much to ask of if you'd seen my mother then, either.
She might have been there. There were other humans there. Again, I believe your father had been there for quite a little while. I don't know much of the settlement that he was on. However, after obtaining this letter, I had followed it back to one of the human settlements that I did know where they were. And that just so happened to be the place where I met the one who was trying to talk with him. The one who was trying to get him over to their side. The Inquisitor herself. I'm not sure how long it took me or when exactly I had decided to do it after obtaining that letter. But I felt that if that man had given his life in that moment, even if it wasn't directly to save me, then I might as well take his place. I did not know that he left behind anyone. That was until I heard about you.
And how'd you put those two together? As
He
you can...
He motions to your ears.
This happened after he died.
Oh, I didn't know then. Jake told me that was genetic for you, so I just assumed he also had ears.
No, she was gonna say just like how did
Then
you
that
connect-
wasn't. Then that was not how he connected it.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna say it was just...
The name.
No, that was during an older edition of her
Oh.
idea. You linked it because they have the same name.
Yeah, it's just like the names. It's pretty simple.
So you know
Heroic
my
name
real-
for a heroic family.
So you know my real name then, don't you?
Being the Inquisitor's personal pet has its quirks.
I see. You also know then that this, points to ears, isn't genetic. And that there's a bit more to
Now
it.
I do. I'm kidding.
Now I do.
Again, this
I
was
do.
like whenever you had first came up with this idea, so
Yeah.
anything you had changed.
I just always thought your father had fucked a dog.
I don't judge. I've seen some pretty dogs. I'm kidding.
I've seen some pretty bitches. Sorry.
I felt that once I had finally met you, I would give that to you, and I guess finally have it be kept by somebody who he had at least had thoughts of.
I see. Well, I do thank you for that.
It holds no merit, I don't think, no worth, but the place of honor of being personally scouted by the Inquisitor could go a long way.
It makes me feel like maybe it wasn't entirely my accomplishments that attracted her attention, though. Makes me feel almost a little bit cheated. But that's fine. Because it doesn't take out the validity of what I have done. But what I had done was not... I did them because I needed to survive. Not because I wanted grandeur.
I will say, the Inquisitor, she says what is on her mind. if that did influence her decision, I don't think it would have been the main attraction she had for bringing you in. You could have been someone who showed no merit at all, just shared his name. I doubt at that point she would have let you become one of the more trusted members of a reconnaissance squad such as our own.
She just looks at the letter and her ears lower just a teeny bit. Had my parents not died, I'd probably be a giggling noble like those you had your way with.
They were interesting.
I know.
Again, I'm not used to people who look to me curiously instead of with disdain. But I don't think that they were bad in any way.
No. Not all blue bloods are bad. They can be very kind. Even if they look at you with an idea of, even if we are, air quotes, wrong or heresy. At least in my case, I once was still human. I am still human. Even if they don't want to think that. They're not all bad. I've seen that much for myself. But it's best never to get too attached to them. Some of them can handle themselves, it's just...
You're talking of your entourage.
No, I'm not. My entourage aren't blue bloods. I'm just talking from experience. It's not good to get too attached to them, because if anything does happen to them, it's your responsibility. And that's why I left.
You left because you didn't want anyone to be... You didn't want to be responsible for anyone?
I've been in your position before, is all I can really say about it. When a blue blood fancies you.
I believe that their fanciness was a very brief indulgence of theirs. I don't believe that I would be seeing them any longer. But who knows? Perhaps.
Who knows? I don't plan on indulging. I don't think I deserve it anyway. It wouldn't bring any good. Maybe if this never happened, points to ears. But it's come with its perks.
They seem to attract some sorts of attention.
I think it's because it's cute. Honestly, I think I got off luckier than most.
We'll be seeing that very soon.
Yeah. Well, I've seen my fair share of it already. I had to survive somehow. Looks at the letter again and actually fucking opens it for once. Like, she hasn't opened it at all yet. It is interesting, though, when I think about it. I've been on my own for 9 years. That's how long I've been without them.
I'm sorry that I and the rest of us did not heed their warnings.
It's fine. I mean, I could hold resentment, but... I don't think they would have wanted me to anyway. And it does nobody any good.
I would not fault you if you did. Just so you know.
Well... Meh, I don't know. I mean... It's because of my father that I even had some proficiency with a weapon. When I went out and had to survive, it's just kind of started coming naturally. I just wish I didn't peer too much into their history when I did.
From everything you're saying, there seems to be a very interesting story behind those ears of yours.
Well, what do you know about them?
Not a lot. But if you're willing to divulge, could make some good conversation later. I could tell you of my people if you wish as well.
I think I'd actually like that. I've been around so many people, seen so many faces. Only one person has ever caught my attention.
It's Tavish, isn't it?
No.
No,
It's not Tavish. Even then, despite that one, all I've ever done is told stories. It's been a very long time since I've been the listener. So, I think I'd like that. Probably over a drink or two.
I'll prepare the champagne.
No, I don't really care for that noble dribble. Why not some rum?
We'll have to check and see if they have anything like that here. Hopefully this place comes fully stocked.
Hopefully.
Either way, I'll leave you to your reading.
Yeah. And I'll leave you to your whatever you do.
I'll go back to my art appreciation.
You enjoy that. Look, that's the painting. You enjoy that.
There are more works of art than that in this room. Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow, then. Good night, Taryn.
Good night, Sekibaku. And because I can't tell him this, thank you. I've been waiting to say that for 10 years.
And I'll tell you what he told me every time I came close to being stupid and getting hurt. Just keep living.
He gives a bow.
Also, good on you for not using my name.
It's
You don't
definitely
have
not.
permission.
It's definitely not because Blue doesn't know it. I'm definitely just saying it because this is the respectful thing to do. Obviously.
See, if you look very closely at her character model,
See, I don't want to.
It's gonna spoil it because he's the one broadcasting.
I can't. I don't want to go over it. I'll wait. I'll wait and look later.
We'll wait. There is one person that knows her name and that she gave permission to call her that.
I know name. I know name now. I don't know name in outside of game, but I know name in game. It me. I am the one who knows.
I am the one who knows. It's the variation on I am the one who knocks.
It's just like as she's walking away, she's gonna turn around and just, good on you for not using my name. You haven't lived long enough yet to know it, or to be able to use it.
And another thing that would
Maybe keep impressing me.
I hear there's perks for impressing you. Of course, I'm going to keep doing it.
That's what I like to hear.
another way to be able to tell the name of her family is the scarlet eyes whenever she gets emotional.
You're right.
What?
Erza Scarlet. That's your name.
What? What?
It was
been
another
discovered.
Mika joke.
Name discovered.
What? That's not my fucking name.
As he will bow to you as you leave.
Yep, just wave, leaves.
As the two of you split up, I think this is a good place to call it for the night, as next game, you guys will be free to begin your investigation, as this is where I stop holding your goddamn hands. You're gonna have to figure this shit out on your own, man.
Oh
Yay.
no, I have to put thought.
Oh no, I wonder how we're gonna do in our investigation, says me as we just stay in this fucking mansion for the rest of our lives. The Inquisitor's like, how's the investigation going? Oh no, it's hard, so hard. We've been
Everybody
looking
else
everywhere.
is done. It's been 3 years.
Oh yeah, these mutants, you know.
God damn it.
Jim, can you move it up? Can you move the TV over slightly? And she's like, bullshit. Jim can't be alive after all this.
Impossible.
You've done nothing.
You'd be surprised, actually. We've actually went out working every day. Turns out Jim is a master of is an 8th degree black belt. I don't understand.
Karate is heresy. Put Jim to
Little
death
did we-
immediately.
Little did they know we had the devotees do everything. What? The 3 died? Step outside, Sekiboku, get 3 more.
We just
Get
send
the
wave. See, Sekiboku came up with an idea. We just sent wave after wave of our own men at them until they reached their preset kill limit.
Oh, I see. Proper Imperial tactics. You both deserve medals.
Fuck yeah, puts metal in boobs. I just have I have a perfect convenient slot hole right at my cleavage. Everything goes in there now.
But no, you guys have a starting lead of the mutants are acting up in the lower underhive, and it's your job to
Look at that
figure out
slot.
what's going on with them.
Look at that. Look at that pocket. Anyway, what?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
Oh no, Terran's dead.
Oh no.
Well, Blue, you're gonna have to roll a new game.
I mean, it's gonna happen eventually anyway. Let's be honest. Out of all the characters, Terran is not gonna be living like the most. None of us had to use our cards today.
No, today was a pretty chill game.
Yeah.
Something
Definitely a chill game.
More like Netflix and chill.
Ha ha ha. I had a
All right,
plan
guys.
coming into this fucking game.
All right, guys, it's been great.
I had a fucking plan.
Wrath and Glory will be.
I knew
continuing
exactly what I was doing.
As Blue has unfortunately passed away, I will also take over all other games.
You
And
could
drive-
fucking the Pokemon crew would drive you insane.
and drive them all into the ground as my ultimate revenge.
Alright, so I'm the new DM of the Pokemon arc.
No, you stay away from that. I know what happens when you run Pokemon games.
Youngster Joey is the new DM.
So I'm gonna introduce you to Orlin and Ashford.
That fucking prick. I love him.
I can't wait. If Jim survives next game, he's gonna get a little bit bigger.
Oh no.
Because he's a little bit bigger than the other 2, so he'll be a little bit bigger.
You had one of the main antagonists in your contact list, Deco.
It's
If
great.
he lives long enough, he might actually just stop being a devotee.
We need to murder Jim because
What?
he's the only one out of the 3 of them that is further along with the rewards than I am as far as Sekibaku is concerned.
What happens to can devotees ascend?
If I consider them too good to be devotees anymore, they will stop being devotees.
Just
You
give
mean
him a
he
face
won't-
claim.
You mean he won't just freaking blindly follow me around anymore?
Oh no,
get
he'll
away
still
from
do
me?
that. He
Okay.
won't be mechanically a devotee anymore.
Okay.
He'll be a Devo cuck.
He'll have a face. A
He'll learn
beautiful,
a face
beautiful
clan,
face.
like a certain lord did because Deco was so delighted by him.
I fucking love him. This is my man. Where's he at? Where's
He's
my
over
boy? There he is. This is my man right here. This is my boy. As soon as I fucking told him and got that complication, he knew. He fucking knew immediately. Like, oh, you want? Yeah, all right, I get you. He fucking played wingman so hard. I wingmanned him, and he wingmanned right the fuck back. This man. Ah! I'm naming my son after him. In real life.
I don't think you want to name anything after a hardened piece of dead skin attached to your foot.
His name will be. It's gonna be great. My firstborn will be named Cal.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, that's his family name. Do you want his first name?
Yes. What is his first name?
Harvey.
Fuck that. No, hey, Cal.
His first name will be Cal.
And my firstborn, if it's a guy or a girl, name's Cal. That's how it is.
Could a devotee get stronger than the person they are devoted to if they do enough? I mean, technically speaking, yes, but like, that's like saying they survived. You have taken this devotee and played a campaign with them and made them stronger. Otherwise, I don't see how they'd mechanically get stronger unless they erupt into like.
I doubt they could get stronger since we're also doing everything he's doing.
Basically, in this campaign, a devotee would never become stronger.
Mm. What if Jim is only pretending to be a devotee? What if in fact he is a hardened veteran?
Well, you see, that's what the I am Alfarius card is for.
Cal Summoner? No. Cal Sumner. 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 I'll have to make it. I have 2 children already. I'll have to have a third one now. I have to find a face claim for Cal Sumner now, because we have Stream Sumner, and then we have my son who I can't remember his name.
Beautiful.
Anyway, continue, Jake. Sorry.
I was just going to explain to Dodge of basically devotees are worse than base level characters. They are just garbage. And yeah, I mean, if something got dropped into the warp or something, went through on his own, more difficult. Rolling to survive in the warp would literally be impossible for, honestly, even these characters.
What if he went to the bathroom and said a certain name 26 times?
I mean, I could conceive of a way that he could become stronger, but that would require him to become hostile to you guys somehow.
Also, Diego, I think I remember the name of your son. It's I'll name him later.
Because there is a certain card called the Nemesis card.
Ooh.
That will just make anybody a bona fide badass.
Anyway, game was fun, but I'm gonna head out. And
literally, the only thing I have that has my son's picture is just an image called "Best Image Ever." So
Well,
like, I don't know his
Cal
name.
now.
No, Cal is a different person. My son does not have a different name just because I can't remember it.
God damn it.
But yeah, guys, I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. We enjoyed ourselves. Have any questions, comments, complaints, or wisecracks, put them in the comments below. We had a really good time today, and I hope all of you guys had a really good time as well. We are gonna come back next week, having some Mega Man. Tomorrow we have some Pokemon, and we should have Fairy Tail on Wednesday. Not to mention there is the Late Night Tango going on Tuesday, probably, right? There's nothing going on there.
yeah, things seem legit.
Okay. So look forward to another week of good RP and stuff coming from us, guys. We'll come back to this in 2 weeks. Game 3 already did the do. It was very, very, very nice. I regret absolutely nothing. And they were wonderful ladies, and I love all of the nobles, and I'm just gonna. It was a perfect time, and I feel like I should go into graphic detail about what exactly happened. See, we went into the showers, and
All right, now
it was
stop.